What's going on, Broncos Country? Welcome into our Broncos Colts watch party. And what I think is the biggest game for Denver since Super Bowl 50 when it comes to pure playoff implications. A win, and Denver has essentially booked their ticket to the postseason. A loss, and it starts to get a little bit more dicey. So who you got in the battle of the horses, Broncos or Colts? Let me know, the old Peyton Manning Bowl, who's going to win as we get closer and closer to kickoff. Appreciate everyone for tuning in to our Broncos watch party here at the Broncos Breakdown by Chat Sports. Sean Payton and the Broncos in line for a big showdown in the AFC with a slight lead over Indianapolis, but a loss, and the Colts then hold the tiebreaker and will be within one game of Denver with a much easier schedule, just needing the Broncos to slip up one more time. It's going to be Colts ball to begin the game. Windy day from Denver as the Broncos get set to kick it off. Welcome on in. Let me know who you got. Over 100 people watching. Broncos or Colts. I want to hear from every single one of you. I've got Bradley. I've got Garrett in the chat. Ty Man the Buckeye. Trent is here. B. Egan. Broncos for life as Will Lutz's kick goes into the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Anthony Richardson and the Indianapolis Colts offense. 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Richardson breaks the huddle. 1st down and 10. In the pistol formation from his own 30. Takes the snap, hands it off, and a run goes essentially nowhere. Quick shout out as well, Reed, to our friends over at Prize Picks and Game Time. Game Time has an awesome feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. If you want to go see a Broncos game, an Avs game, or a Nuggets game, use Game Time. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time as Jaquan McMillan wraps up Michael Pittman for no gain on 3rd and 99, as CBS points out. But today's show is also brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks has so many fun things to it, like constantly putting out great deals like Pickmas, where you can make 200 times your cash. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets. Oh, I beg your pardon. Use Prize Picks and download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. All of that information is in the comments and description of today's video. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game. And during that quick read, we had a Josh Downs completion for a 1st down just across the 50. Richardson stepping up and running with it and getting 3 yards before being tackled by Jonathan Cooper. 2nd and medium awaiting Indy. 178 people hanging out with us already. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button. It would go a long way to help grow the channel. So if you do enjoy the free content we provide, all I ask is that you like the video. 2nd and 5 for the Colts. Just across the 50-yard line, back in the pistol for Richardson. Snap, handoff, Taylor taking the carry and getting 5 and likely a fresh set of downs. 2 of their biggest playmakers coming together for 1st downs on this opening drive. Josh Downs, 2nd-year receiver out of UNC, and Jonathan Taylor, their all-pro running back. First and 10 Indianapolis trying to get back to 500 with a win. Snap to Richardson. Play action. Rolling to his right. Throwing over the middle, and it's dropped by Alec Pierce. Think he might have lost it in the sun. 2nd and 10. Incomplete. I've got Red Zone up. We're going to keep you guys up to speed on all the games, everything going on today. Second and 10. Just let them know once it's uploaded. Production. Snap to Richardson. Throw to the right. Incomplete into the ground. Downs just had no chance on that ball. 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Spam those threes. Let's get a stop here. 3rd down. Spam those threes. Oh, AFX. That's a bummer. Well, thank you for filling me in, AFX. 3rd and 10. Handoff to Taylor, and he slips through some tackles, and he rushes for the 1st down on 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10, you get him right where you want him, and they find a way to just run up the middle of your defense for a 1st down. First down, Indianapolis' opening drive over the 50-yard line. Richardson from the Broncos 24, looking to pass. Rolling to his right, throwing across his body, incomplete through the hands of Taylor. 2nd and 10 coming up. Richardson and his receivers just not on the same page right now. Incomplete. Nearly 300 people tuned in already. We're at 60 likes. Let's get ourselves to 100. All we need is for 1/3 of the people watching to like the video. That's not a big ask, I feel like. 2nd and 10. Anthony Richardson, former top 5 pick, takes the snap, hands it off. No, he's going to keep it and run for himself. And Richardson gets loose, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Anthony Richardson runs it in himself, and the Colts are on the board first. "23-yard run for 5. And Indianapolis made a statement on that opening drive. Everyone thinks Taylor has it, but that's the dual threat ability of 5. Keeps it for himself, and he is dancing in the end zone. 10 plays, 70 yards, a little over 4 minutes, 7 points for the Colts. Yep, extra point, barely good. Fire away. So, producer Jeremy from our Texans channel, pulling for the Broncos to beat the Colts and wants to make a deal. $100 super chat. Here. We believe in the First Amendment here.
$100 super chat, I'm doing a boot. I'm a Texans fan over here. I need y'all badly to win today. I need a Broncos
you just won,
win over
right?
the Colts. Yes.
Okay.
We need a Broncos win over the Colts to secure the division.
Oh, I
a
see,
win
yeah.
clinches.
Yeah.
So $100 super chat, I'm doing a boot because I absolutely need y'all to step up today. I need y'all more than anything.
Do it for Jeremy. Do it for the boot. The man, by the way, could have a real rival in the Guinness Book of World Records for 3 beers deleted in about, what do you think, Jeremy, 12 to 15 seconds? My record is 6 seconds for 3 beers in a boot. It is something that is a, circus act. AFX with a super chat, first one of the day. We got a whole lot of other really good games going on, so I'll keep you guys up to date on all the other scores. We have, a Pennsylvania battle. What's the highway that goes from? Is it I-80? 95? No, it's even number. I think it's I-80 that goes from Philly to Pennsylvania. Or sorry, Philly to Pittsburgh. Jets beat the Jags. Titans, they did kind of make a comeback there. AFX, we'll get your super chat on in just a second. Not a good first defensive series, but hopefully Bo Nix and company can settle in and maybe turn this one into a little bit of a shootout. We got AFX. Is Chubb's career over? I'm done spending now. Nick Chubb, broken foot in the Browns loss to the Chiefs. Definitely, to me, indicates we might have seen the last of 24, which would be a big bummer for an all-time NFL running back. Reed, can you give a couple of shout-outs here? I just want to do something really quickly on my computer.
No problem. How we doing? Not a good start. I don't like it, but give the ball back to Bo Nix. See what he can do with it. We got WK, Ryan, Twig My Twig, Lulu, B. Lauren, Sam, MRNO Body, Monroe Body, Bo Body. How are we doing? Thank you, Time Man, for deleting all the bots that continue to raid everyone's streams. It is absolutely insane. Can't even see anything. We got B. Egan in here as well. Bills scored. Yeah, so those red zone will update as stuff happens. Bulwark, what's going on, man? Greg Miser just checked the weather in Denver. 54 and sunny. Bo Nix going to have a big day for 100 yards. First time in his career. Bring it on. For 400 yards. Big day. 400 yards? Throwing for 400 yards? That would be awesome. Tie Man in here. Are you talking about for the Browns with Nick Chubb out, Tie Man? It's Jerome Ford, for sure.
1st and 10 for the Broncos ground game, and it's a run. Garrett Bowles at left tackle just got a whole lot richer. Signed a nice 4-year contract extension earlier this week. The Broncos keep together the core members of their offensive line. Bowles, Miners, McGlinchey, 3 players who have received major contracts. Ben Powers, too. Why don't we toss him in there? In the last 18 months, give or take. 2nd and 7 now for Nix, just across his own 30. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Bo throwing short to the right. It is caught, and Mims moving up a couple of yards, making it 3rd and medium. Third and 4 coming up. Nix throwing on the slant. It is caught. First down, Cortland Sutton going to his number 1 target, 14. Broncos move the chains. First down, Denver. Good move by Sutton, right? Fakes outside, comes back inside, and Nix is right there on time and accurate. First and 10. First game for Denver since week 13. They come off the bye. Nix takes the snap. Throwing once again on the slant, and it's caught by Sutton, who kind of lost the ball at the end. And I think they're going to let the play go out. They're going to say catch, fumble, return by E.J. Speed and the Colts.
He's laying on the ground, Petey.
I agree. He's down. Let's watch this together. He's down. As long as they don't say the ball was moving. No, there's nothing to watch here. That's a catch, and he's down right there. With possession, ball's not moving. He was down for like 2 seconds. Second and 3. Approaching midfield, under center. Nix takes the snap. He pitches to the right. It's a run for Jaleel McLaughlin. He's not going anywhere. Wrapped up for a loss on the play. We'll bring up 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. Denver's ground game continues to be a work in progress. It's December, folks. A little late for that. Zaire Franklin, tackling machine. The Colts always have just awesome linebackers. They found, what's his face? Darius. Why am I blanking? 3rd and 5. Snap to Nix on 3rd down. He'll step up and run with it, and Bo with his legs, 1st down and more, slides, 10-yard gain, and he's got a nice green rash on his derriere from that long slide. Greg! Yeah, I didn't even get to this one. Super chat, who do you think is going to score the first touchdown? You got to do it before they get in the red zone, we'll say. As Nix on 1st and 10 throws over the middle, and it's intercepted. Franklin picks off Nix. He throws it right to the defender. I don't know what Bo is thinking. I don't know if he just didn't see the defender. Did he get lost in the sun? I have no idea what Bo is thinking on this throw. But it's an interception, Colts football. And Nix has thrown 3 picks now in his last 2 games. He hasn't thrown that many since his first 2 games. Well, that was underwhelming as heck. I mean, defense gives up an opening drive touchdown, and the offense turns it over on their opening drive. Not ideal for the circumstances here. I do have to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Game Time. If you want to go to a Broncos game, an Avs game, a Nuggets game, or any other sporting event in your local area, visit Game Time first. What they're going to give you guys is $20 off your first purchase when you use promo code CHATSPORTS. Now, if you are looking to maybe get a bird's eye view of your seat before you purchase your ticket, you're going to love what Game Time offers because you know exactly what you're going to be purchasing with Game Time. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHAT Sports for $20 off. I put all that information in the comments and description of today's video. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. So we're at a commercial break. Kind of catch our breath a little bit here. I'll ask you guys who you got in this one. Broncos or Colts. And then I want to peek at the Super Chat menu super quickly, Reed, as we've gotten 2 Super Chats in from AFX and from Greg. So we'll kind of let everyone know what's going on that front. But hopefully we'll have a fun watch party today. Hopefully the Broncos can put together a stronger performance in the rest of this game than so far. Because so far it's been touchdown, turnover, not good for either side of the football. So Super Chat menu. $2 Super Chat will give you a shout out. $5 Super Chat. We've got this cool Broncos Christmas hat. So $5 Super Chat, you get entered into this Christmas hat raffle. $10 Super Chat will enter you into this raffle and a Broncos jersey raffle where the winner gets to pick the jersey of their choice. $20 Super Chat, I'm taking eggnog shots. And then $100 Super Chat, you get added to the Blue and Orange Club. Plus, our Texans host said he'll do a beer boot for $100 Super Chat. As Jonathan Taylor takes the first down handoff. and gets about 3 yards. So if you're unable to super chat, not a problem whatsoever. I just ask you like the video, hit the subscribe button. Those things are completely free. But if you enjoy the free content and you want to throw something our way, maybe get a Broncos Christmas hat or a Broncos jersey, super chat. It's a great way to support the channel, and you can get something out of it as well. The raffles for those two things will be at the 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter. 2nd and 7, and it's another run for Taylor, and this one going for maybe 2 yards. So 3rd and 5 coming up. Tim Cross with a $10 super. So Reed, $5 they get added to the hat raffle. $10 they get added to the hat raffle and the jersey raffle. Right. 3rd and 5. Richardson from his own 35-yard line. Let's get a stop. Snap. Throw over the middle, and it's caught first down. Michael Pittman, gain of about 15 or so yards, and Indianapolis has converted yet again on 3rd down in this game. Correct. First and 10, Richardson pump faking, throwing over the head of his intended receiver. Incomplete. Let's throw the super chats we got on so far on screen. Herbert and Ladd McConkey connecting for a touchdown. 7-7 with the Bucks in LA. K-Dub, what's going on? We got Tim Cross with a $10 super. Tim, thank you so much for your super chat. Best of luck, dude. As Richardson on 2nd and 10, play action. He'll tuck it and run, and he will exit stage right. Gain of 8, 3rd and short coming up. We had Tim's super chat. We also had one from Greg and from AFX, so appreciate you too. And then just a moment ago from K-Dub. Come on, Broncos. Let's go. Let's go, K-Dub 47. Let's get a stop here right now. 3rd and 3, an opportunity to get off the field. Indianapolis 3 for 3 on 3rd down so far. 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Snap, handoff, and it's a run for Taylor. He has the first. I should have said that so quickly. It'll be close. I think they'll give it to him, though. Oh, no, I think they're going to mark him short. It'll be 4th and inches. Okay, there we go. There we go. Fourth and 1. S for stop. S for stop. 500 people tuned in at the moment. All of you type S. Let's go. Let's get a stop right now. S for stop. 4th and 1. Make some noise. Come on. They're at the Denver 37. Richardson under center, takes the snap, pitching it to the right side. Taylor has the first down. It is 1st down, 3-yard run. They made that look so easy. Well, it was a good play design, right? You have to respect the sneak from Richardson. So look at the bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right by the quarterback. And now linebacker Cody Barton is not there to make a tackle on Taylor. 1st and 10 from the Broncos 34. Richardson in shotgun. Handoff to Taylor. He is swallowed up. Loss of 1 on the play. It's the rookie Jonah Ellis. 3rd-round pick out of Utah making a nice play. 2nd and 11. Jennifer with a 3rd-time super chat. And it's got this cute guy in the chair. Wrecked. I like it. Jennifer, thank you so much for your super chat. Appreciate your support of the channel. 2nd and 11. Everyone show Jennifer some love in the chat, just like Time Man. Spam Jennifer. Jennifer. 2nd and 11. It's a run. Gain of maybe 1 for Taylor. And now we have 3rd and 10, which Colts have been pretty good at so far, but the Broncos defense did make a stop last time. 3rd and 9. They're at the Denver 34-yard line. If they don't gain another yard, it would be about a 52-yarder from here, which at elevation shouldn't be too much of a problem distance-wise. 3rd and 9. Let's go. Spam those threes. Come on. I got Danny. I've got Time Man the Buckeye. Spam 3 as the handoff goes to Taylor. He gets the edge, and he gets 8. 4th and 1. Charlie with a $10 Canadian super chat. They converted? Oh, I thought he was short for sure. Wow. Twice now, the Broncos have led up a first. He doesn't get this, does he? It's when the ball goes out of bounds. That's when it crosses that magical line, that invisible line. It's when he's down. 1st and 10, Indianapolis from the 24. It's a run yet again for the Colts. I don't know why the Colts have the balls to do this, but twice on 3rd and long, they're thinking, we're going to run it, and you're not going to stop it. Maybe it's that, or they just don't trust Anthony Richardson. Charlie McGibney. Let's go, Broncos. You guys are awesome. This season is just beginning. # Bo Leave. Charlie, you're awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in from north of the border, for super chatting and supporting the channel. Let's get a win for Charlie, everyone. Let's go. 2nd and 8. Just outside the game time red zone. First time super chatter as Richardson hands it off to Trey Sermon, the former Buckeye. 2 claps, everyone. 1, 2. Let's go, Charlie. Yeah, Josh Allen just walked into the end zone, and it is 14-zip Buffalo. I picked the Bills to win this one. Eagles leading the Steelers in the battle for PA. 3-zip. However, Russell Wilson is just outside the 10. Yeah. 3rd and 5, and Anthony Richardson's going to call a timeout. No, I beg your pardon. End of the first quarter. Try to get the Broncos to jump. So first quarter, definitely advantage Indianapolis. Both teams coming off a bye. Both teams as well rested as possible. Both teams as rusty as possible. And it's been all Indianapolis. Offense, they've moved the ball down the field with ease. Defensively, they forced a takeaway on Bo Nix's opening series, throwing an interception. Advantage Colts. Sean Payton and the troops need to wake up and start with a stop right here. I want to get this watch party to as many eyeballs as possible, so share today's video with a Broncos friend, a family member, social media. Share it, and once you do, type me in the chat, and I'll give shout-outs to everyone that shares our video. But let's make this the most shared watch party in channel history. Would really appreciate it if you help the channel grow by sending it to a few friends of yours. So hit the share button, and let's have ourselves an afternoon. Ooh, we have a fight in the Steelers-Eagles game. I love fights. People that say, oh, we don't need this, they're lying. I hate when the broadcast acts like a bomb just went off. They didn't shoot President Kennedy. It's a little pushing and shoving, and it's entertaining.
When they go, you hate to see this.
Oh, we love to see it. That's the patent line. Now, this is not what we're all about. No, it's not what it's about, but it's still fun. Time Man the Buckeye. Alex, Time Man, you better have actually shared it. Reb Tech saying, step it up, Vance. Yeah, the defense definitely needs to step up a little bit here. They're just getting bullied at the line of scrimmage by Indianapolis. Tim sharing it on Facebook. Tim, that means a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Greg sharing it. Appreciate you guys so much. So flags being thrown on this Eagles-Steelers matchup. Buccaneers-Chargers. Excuse me. Tied at 7. It's in Denver's best interest for the Chargers to lose. Chargers lose and Broncos win. Denver is going to shoot up in the wild card standings and not be on a collision course to play the Bills, who are currently beating the Number 1 seed in the NFC, Detroit Lions, 14-0 at their house. Pardon? Yeah, you're right. Let's do that for the starting now. So, starting something moving forward, Reed just came up with a fun idea. $10 super chat. No, let's do $20 super chat. Yeah. $20 super chat, and we're going to spin a naughty or nice wheel. If it's nice, you get 5 extra raffle entries. $20 super chat, you're guaranteed you're 1, but you can get 5 more if it lands on nice. 3rd and 5. Richardson throwing over the middle. The pass is tipped up and incomplete. Hopped all over the field, but it hit the ground, and an incompletion on 3rd and 5 brings up 4th and 5. Incomplete. Well timed by Brandon Jones. He just rocks the receiver right as the ball arrived and sent it up into the sky. Nearly picked off by McMillan. Matt Gay coming on for a field goal attempt. Should be a relative chip shot. 37-yarder from the left hash is up, and it is good. So the Colts have a 10-0 lead early in the second quarter. Offense needs a response right now. There is nothing worse than the commercial. One play, back to the commercial. It's basically what we just got right here. Bills, as April pointing out, leading the Lions 14-zip. Yes, ma'am. Cardinals leading the Patriots 3-0. Does anyone care about my fantasy team? No. The Colts just did. 10-0 Indianapolis. Let's see. How is my matchup going? Oh, it's going horrible. Oh, my gosh! Charles Pommels Jr. A $100 super. Get Jeremy over here. Beer boot Jeremy. Let's go. Unfreaking believable. Oh my goodness. Charles. Everyone spam Charles. Show the man some love. Let's get this W today. Denver, wake up. Charles, I'm not going to lie, this was a bolt and jolt of energy for yours truly as well. Let's go, Charles. Let's go. Flory with a super chat as well. Charles, becoming a bit of a legend in these parts the last couple of weeks. Let's go, buddy. Jeremy's on his way. We got the beer boot coming for Jeremy Chugs. His last name is not Chugs. I'll let you figure out why we call him that. Charles. Holy smokes. Florian with a $10 super chat. Whew. Charles. Talk about like an absolute bump or a smelling salt just right to the dome. Only thoughts on why we haven't been blitzing. Let's watch how more of the game is played, Florian. I don't know if I can give a good answer 2 drives in terms of, why Denver is or isn't doing this. Let me get some more data points in this game before I give you a concrete answer. I mean, when you blitz, you're susceptible to ball coming out quickly and losing on one-on-one matchups, which I wouldn't be concerned about with Richardson, but for whatever reason, you're right, Vance Joseph not opting to go that route. I'm on track to lose in all 3 of my fantasy matchups today. So, very nice start to the playoffs for your boy. Florian, the Vikings slightly edge out Denver, but yes, they are 1A, 1B. Charles, $100 super. Thank you, Charles. 1st and 10. Nix from his own 30. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off, and a nice run for McLaughlin. He gets about 6 or 7. There we go. Good first down carry. Good positive yardage. 2nd and 4. Oh, I don't like the fumble into the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Jeremy. 2nd and 4 coming up. Watch your step over here. Oh, that wasn't a very nice choice of equipment. Nix rolling to his left. He'll run it, and he'll slide right around the first down marker. Yeah. So Jeremy, Charles coming through with the $100 super chat, trying to help out the Texans secure another AFC South championship. 1st and 10. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7. Call it 6.7. That was impressive.
Let's go Broncos!
Jeremy Chugs, ladies and gentlemen. One of a kind. 1st and 10, I formation from their own 40. Handoff, and do I see Javonte Williams? I sure do. He gets about 3 or 4 yards. Do you know Charles? Charles says he knows you.
Oh, yeah, we go way back.
Oh, I didn't know that. My bad. 2nd and 6. After a Bo Nix interception, it's been run. Snap to Nix. Throwing to Mims. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's barely able to. No real gain on the play. 3rd down coming up next. Third and 6. Just shy of the 45-yard line. Nix in shotgun. Takes the snap. Like a false start. Luckily, no flag is thrown, but Nix is sacked. DeForest Buckner gets to the quarterback, and Nix is sacked on 3rd down, and the Broncos are going to punt it away on 4th. Not a nice start to the offense for Denver today. Luke Wattenberg just can't quite hold on to Buckner as he had a nice stunt. Punt is away. Return starts at the 8. Across the 15. Flag is thrown. This will be holding, and it might be a second flag as Anthony Gold from Oregon State, the rookie, was hit maybe a little bit out of bounds. At the very least, there's going to be holding on the receiving team. We'll see if they add on a flag for a late hit. It was right around the sideline area, but I don't think so. Yeah, long discussion here. Let's spin the wheel for Charles, by the way, for 100. As the referees are going to spend an eternity discussing this. If it's illegal block in the back on the Colts. Holding receiving team. So no penalty on a late hit. A bit of a break for Denver potentially. But it will be Anthony Richardson with a 10-point lead in the football midway through this first half. So if you send in a $20 super chat or more, we're going to spin the naughty or nice wheel. And if it lands on nice, you get 5 extra entries for our jersey raffle. Are we ready? For Charles, spin that wheel. Here we go. Naughty or nice? Oh, naughty. Naughty Charles. Bad Charles. $20 super. We'll spin this wheel. If it lands on nice, you get 5 entries instead of just 1. Eagles have a lead over the Steelers 10-3. Hey, our old friend Tim Patrick, I think, just scored a touchdown. Yeah, not a good decision to let him go. I understand the youth movement and surge. I think you could have found someone else to move on from and just have an extra receiver. Do we not agree that? Like, Mims and Franklin, they're playing well, but would this team be better with or without without Tim Patrick? Yeah. Just find a different guy to move on from. And he just did. Yeah. Levi Wallace. That's who Trent offers up to move on from. Yeah. 14-7 Bills, as Dion points out. Dion, thank you. Chris Abrams Drain, by the way, is starting at corner. I should have mentioned that earlier. But they haven't really picked on him outside of that one play to Josh Downs for a first down. We're at 29,137 subscribers. If you have not joined the channel yet, make sure to do so. Click that subscribe button down below. I want to get to 30K for Christmas. We are 10 days away from Christmas. That's a tough reminder. I still have some more shopping to do. But,
Hey, Petey.
Yeah.
Want to do an eggnog shot for that $100?
I do it, yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it. Eggnog shot
Together.
for $100.
That was electric.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing Charles's name pop up with red. With that
Let's throw
Christmas
Charles'
red
super
on
chat
there.
on one more time.
Just look at this thing.
The Red's elite.
The red is elite. When you see that red pop up in the chat, you're like, whoa! Thank you.
Here's to Charles.
Charles.
1st and 10, Richardson in the end zone.
Zach.
Gonna throw it out the back of the end zone, or throw it out of bounds. They call intentional grounding. It is a safety, but they're not going to. Cheers to Charles. Gotta love some bourbon eggnog.
It's tasty.
A.J. Brown touchdown for the Eagles, 10-3 Philly. 2nd and 10 for the Colts. They are backed up deep in their own territory after a holding penalty from the punt return. Snap to Richardson, handoff, and a run for Taylor up the middle is good for 3.5 to 4 yards. 3rd down and medium up next. Slap yourself. I'll get y'all next game. I had emergency. I had to go to San Antonio. My son. Well, slap yourself. I'm so sorry to hear that. And hope your son's okay. And we look forward to seeing you next week. And hope that your son has a quick and speedy recovery.
Oh, my goodness.
3rd and 7. Let's watch Chris Abrams drain. He's number 31. Justin Simmons' old number. Does Indianapolis try and pick on him at all? Snap to Richardson. He is nearly sacked, and then he gets out of it, and he runs, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Had him in the end zone for a safety. I'll tell you what, the ball's on him to not just throw this ball away. He holds on to it and trusts himself to get out of the sack. Malcolm Roach nearly has him for the safety. Oh my gosh, he did throw it, and it got redirected back to him. Jonah Ellis. Jonah Ellis bats this ball, and it falls back to Richardson, who then runs with it. 4th and 7, and the Colts are going to punt out of their own end zone. Sanchez's punt is away. It's not a very good punt, though. It'll bounce out of bounds around the Denver 47-yard line. So good field position coming up for Bo Nix, trailing 10-0. Defense has a nice stop there. Had the Colts backed up right where they wanted them, and they did not give them an inch. $600 people tuned in right now. We're at 155 likes. We're 45 away from 200. That would just be 1/3 of you watching. Can 1/3 of you hit that like button? And we're not asking for, groundbreaking movements here. Just asking for 1 out of every 3 people tuned in to hit that like button. 165. There we go. Making our way downtown. Had to come watch Chat Sports instead of Brandon Perna. Petey, do some high knees. Raul, I'll do high knees when the team gives me something to do high knees over. Next touchdown, high knees. I don't know how high I can get him up for the camera to see, though. That might be a bit of a tough conquest. $100 super chat, and I'll do another handstand. I don't know why, but I've done so many handstands on this channel. Yeah, I don't give a buck does love to put me through a gym course. Yeah. I need one. I've got a wedding in May, and I'm very far from where I should be for it. But it is always a workout. Yeah. Where's that from? No, I thought that it was a commercial making fun of Ozempic or something else making fun. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Florian, mine. I know. I was lucky to find someone to put up with me. Red Zone Peak here as James Conner. I don't know why. I kind of like the Cardinals. I respect them for having very little firepower on this team and still managing to put together competitive teams. Red Zone Peak here as the Chargers have a 41-yard field goal go through. So they, are tied with the Buccaneers 10-10.
I'll make a deal. This would be insane if we actually did it. But if we got to 30K before the end of the game.
If we got to 30K.
If we got to 30K subscribers.
849 away.
I'll do a boot.
Beer boot for Reed if we get to 849K.
I know it's out there, but
if we get to 39K, we'll do a beer boot race.
Beer boot race.
Yeah. Peyton Manning's at the game. He frequents Broncos games pretty often. 1st and 10, check down, and it's a good one. Javonte Williams gets 9 yards and gets Denver across the 50. Well, thank you guys. Odd F, Florian, I appreciate it. Cool guy, what's going on? 2nd and 1. Cool guy, I saw. 2nd and 1 from the 45. I formation. Nix handing it off. Williams is going to get right around the first down marker. I think he might be short. I think we 3rd and inches. Greg! Oh, I forgot to mention. If you send in a super chat with which Broncos player scores the first touchdown and you are correct, we'll give you 10 raffle entries for the Broncos jersey raffle. Got to get that super chat in before the Broncos enter the red zone, though. I got Greg in for Devon Vele as Denver orchestrates a QB sneak on 3rd and 1, and they get it with Bo Nix. First down, Broncos. So super chat in your prediction for who scores the first touchdown as Greg is getting... Greg, if that's a score, too, I'll give you 20. Yeah. I'll just get you a jersey. Yeah. How about that? 24-16. I'll just get you a jersey. Bright Wolf. See you tomorrow, dude. 1st and 10. Snap to Nix. Drop back. Pressure. Running for his life, and he'll throw it out of bounds. Incomplete. Got to pass the line of scrimmage. Who's going to score the first touchdown? Second and 10. Nix under center. Takes the snap. It's a handoff, and McLaughlin is going to get hit hard. That's the difference of about 50 pounds. EJ Speed. A little bit of a welcome to the NFL second year, man. 3rd and 7. Just outside the Indianapolis 40. Quick throw to Marvin Mims. He has blockers. He has a first down. Mims on the quick pass, getting upfield with his speed and gets the first down. Bulwark from Australia getting his first touchdown prediction in. Do it right now. Send in a super chat with who you think is going to score the first touchdown. If they score the first touchdown, you're getting 10 entries for the Broncos jersey raffle. Right, Wolf, I got the Bucs-Chargers game on my iPad. Well, I got Reds on my iPad, so I'm keeping tabs on it. But big game for playoff implications for both teams. Ryan going with Adam Trotman, the tight end. Get it in right now. That's what she said. Nick's throwing over the middle. It's caught by Trotman. Speak of the devil. He gets 8 yards, 2nd and 2. As soon as the Broncos enter the red zone, no more picks are allowed to be submitted. Snap to Nix on 2nd and 2. Going down the left sideline. Incomplete, but a flag is thrown. And this is going to be on the defense, pass interference. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal. Jalen Jones, the guilty party. Slap yourself saying Bo Nix rushing touchdown. No, I love the quarterback rushing touchdown. Odd F. Marvin Mims' first touchdown. They're going to call it defensive holding, so it's a 5-yard penalty, not a spot foul. So 1st and 10 Denver inside the Prize Picks red zone. From the 13, Nix under center. Takes the snap. It's a handoff to McLaughlin, who is hit hard. There is just nowhere to run. Can someone smarter than me tell me how the Broncos offensive line is so good, but the running backs are shit? What am I missing here? I wish I could give a better answer to myself. But seriously, Miners, Bowles, McGlinchey. It's a good offensive line. Florian, oh, you're saying, I thought you meant McGlinchey, that one. Touchdown Chargers indeed. Nix on 2nd and 10. End zone, caught, touchdown. It's Adam Trotman. Who said Trotman like 5 minutes ago? Ryan Berry. The tight end scores. And the Broncos are on the board. Just the jersey. Adam Trotman. Congratulations to Mr. Berry. But the Broncos get a touchdown, make it a 3-point game, 10-7 Indianapolis. 5.5 to go in the second quarter. And Nix has added on to his resume for NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year with a touchdown pass. His 18th touchdown pass of the season. Keep in mind, he didn't throw a touchdown pass his first 3 weeks. And he now leads the NFL. I think he now leads. I don't know how many touchdown passes Jaden Daniels threw today. I know he threw one for sure, because I saw Terry McLaurin had a touchdown, but that was it. Yeah, Chargers lead the Buccaneers 17-10 through 2 touchdown passes. Yeah, Joey just came in here trying to steal your girl. Broncos on the board. Let's go, baby. Red zone look around here. Oh, odd F. 27-17. Mims scores first. Score still alive. Prediction no longer. But I do like the Marvin Mims pick in terms of, like, uniqueness. Florian, highlight reel Jaleel McLaughlin for the touchdown. Appreciate you, Florian. Did you see my email to you, Florian? Your jersey came in today. So that should get out to you this upcoming week. And hopefully, I don't know, sometime around Christmas. We're at 29,164. Yeah. Hit that sub button really quickly while I fill everyone watching in on our friends over at Prize Picks. Prize Picks is super simple to use, and they have so many fun things like Pickmas, which you can turn 200 times your money into cash. Just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 200 times your cash during Pickmas. Prize Picks also offers Venmo for quick and easy deposits and withdrawals into your account this season. They also do these fun things like they put Patrick Mahomes' passing yards at 0.5. They just gave it to you. So they just got to find one more that you like. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. All of that information is in the comments and description of today's video. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game. Super Chat menu for anyone that just tuned in and enjoys the free content we provide. $2 Super Chat will give you a shout out. $5, we're going to add you to a raffle for this Broncos Christmas hat. $10 Super Chat will add you to the Broncos jersey raffle along with the Christmas hat, so you get to be in 2 raffles. $20 Super Chat, you get added. We'll take some eggnog shots, and we'll spin a nice or naughty wheel to get you some more raffle entries potentially. And then $100 will add you to the Blue and Orange Club to get shout-outs all season long. So the Broncos come off a touchdown drive. What's going to happen? Touchdown, field goal, turnover, or punt?
I'm feeling a turnover by the Colts.
1st and 10. Richardson in shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Taylor. And no gain on the play.
I always think
Denver's defense last series made a nice stand. This series off to a nice start. 2nd and 10.
I always think it's funny when there's no hole and the running back will just nuzzle his head into the back of his line and just be like, all right, I'm going to go right here.
I like Seahawks. 2nd and 10. Richardson in shotgun from his own 30. Takes the snap, keeps it, and he'll run up the left side, and he'll get the first down. About a gain of 12. I mean, that's why he goes top 5 for just moments like that, and more than just this, but he's got the size and speed where once he gets on the tracks, he's going to just pick up a bunch of yards. He's just not going to go down with a soft ankle tackle. Most other quarterbacks in that situation probably get 5 yards. He gets 12. 6th play of the game will have 10 or more yards for the Colts. Pistol formation just across their own 40. Richardson takes the snap. Play action. He is nearly sacked. And now he's able to throw it away at the last moment. Ow. Twice they nearly had him for a sack. Both times he's able to stay up on his feet, and he throws it away incomplete. Come on. They got him right there. Man, you do not see a lot of quarterbacks just shake defenders like Richardson just did. Yeah, fire away. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. Richardson going down the right side, and it's intercepted! Picked off! Brandon Jones comes up and makes the INT, and Denver's got their first takeaway of the game. Broncos defense makes a play. Broncos will have good field position. Brandon Jones interception with his fingertips. There is a flag. Wait a minute. CBS was all ready to go to commercial. There is a flag, and they're going to discuss this. Is it after the play is over? Are they about to say incomplete. It's on the offense. Penalty is declined. First down, Broncos. Brandon Jones with another takeaway this year. Let's go. I mean, just put me where you need me to go. I mean, if you need me at 12:30, I'll be here at 12:30. Okay. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Petey, check this out.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow,
Light
wowie,
it
wow.
up a little bit.
We got some festive lights here. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Fox light where we had the snow in the scoreboard, that was awesome.
Patriots are trying to get on the board with a 50-yard field goal attempt, and it is up and good. So it's 10-3 Arizona in a long journey. New England, Foxborough to Arizona. The Lions in the game of the day, we'll say, trailing the Bills 21-7, but they are inside the red zone. Let's watch this together. Jared Goff from the 9-yard line on 2nd and 4 is going to keep it for himself, and he'll find his tackle, and he's going to run in for the touchdown. The player that reports eligible scores for the Colts, Dan Skipper. Wow. I'm pretty sure Skipper was the player. No, it's either Skipper or Taylor Decker for that 2-point conversion play against the Cowboys last year when the referees completely botched it. He reports as eligible. And the Lions make it a 7-point game with the Bills. Broncos football coming up, though. They're going to have the ball around midfield-ish. Eagles in the red zone. Goal to go. 3rd and goal, up 7. Jalen Hurts, touchdown pass, Devontae Smith. 17-3 Philly over the Steelers in the Philadelphia-Pittsburgh PA battle. All birds at home.
So, Petey, nobody cares.
No one cares about your fantasy team.
Nobody cares.
But if someone did care about
if
your
somebody did,
yeah.
it is. I have an 83% win probability,
Mm-hmm.
and I thankfully started Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh, I did not start him. So.
He got 32.5 points.
Yeah, he's on my bench.
That helps a lot.
1st and 10, and Denver has a pass drawn up for Jaleel McLaughlin, who gets about 5 yards. What is this, like, graphic package CBS have with their arrows? Some new bells and whistles. 2nd and 5. Snap to Nix. Throw to the left is a little off schedule, off target, incomplete. 3rd and 5. 734 people watching. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you have not already. Greatly appreciate those of you that have liked the video. 3rd and 5. Here we go. Come on, offense. Nix in shotgun. Takes the snap. Rolling to his right. Bo checking it down. Oh! Incomplete. It was behind Williams, and that put him on a collision course for a destination fucked. 4th and 5. Kenny Moore, the corner. Big hit on Williams. Luckily, Javonte is able to pop up and appears to be okay. Williams is running to his right, and Nix throws this on his inside shoulder. So he's got to slow down and kind of go back for it, and that opens him up to be rocked. So Denver goes 3 and out after the Brandon Jones interception. They punt it right back to the Colts, and Anthony Richardson with a 3-point lead and 3 minutes to go will have it deep in his own territory. Yeah. Reed's got a question for the folks watching at home. Nearly 800 people watching. Appreciate everyone for hanging out with us today. I benched CD Lamb, and I went up against Devontae Adams, the top 2 fantasy players. Ooh, I like it. Favorite Christmas movie? I love Elf. Can't go wrong with Elf.
I just watched that last night.
Yes. Some like lower key ones. Deck the Halls.
Never seen.
It's got Danny DeVito and Matthew Broderick.
Okay.
Great movie. It's like 2 neighbors that kind of get into a little bit of like a pissing war about whose house lights can be the brightest.
Oh, I love those.
Ish. It's also got Christian Chenoweth. And
Daniel's the first one to say it.
yeah,
Die Hard.
Die Hard. And what's the other? Oh, and Jingle All the Way. Those are 2 good Christmas movies I like.
Yeah, Christmas
So-
Vacation's good.
Are you guys ready for me to like out myself here? I had never seen Die Hard until about
I've
3
never
weeks
seen it.
ago. When I went home for Thanksgiving, my dad wanted to do like a fun family outing, and he picked a one-man band of the recreation of the movie Die Hard.
Oh,
So we watched this guy do a 75-minute show of kind of reenacting the movie, all in poetry, though. The whole thing was rhymed. And he was very talented. It was good. But I had never seen Die Hard. So I had to watch the movie before I went to see him. And it was a good movie. Egan going with
Egan,
what?
talking about the movie
Carry
we were
On.
talking about.
I watched Carry On last night.
So did I.
I liked it.
It was fantastic.
It was a good movie. Usually, Netflix movies kind of suck because they like to like prop it up. They like to get some big names in there. They like to get some stars, and the writing is awful. But I liked the movie. I thought it was solid.
Brandon going with my favorite Christmas movie, Polar Express.
What's funny is I just shared my whole Die Hard story, and I didn't know this, but my dad's in the chat right now. Yippee-ki-yay. What else do we have here? Brian's going with the one that I think is slightly up for debate, Home Alone. Oh, I thought someone else said it too. No, someone else said it above, I thought. Or maybe I just saw Die Hard. You're right. I didn't even notice that. 1st and 10. Handoff to Jonathan Taylor. Slips out of an ankle tackle, and he gets about 4 yards. The Broncos get the ball to start the second half. So big upcoming series here to try and keep it at a 3-point game, keep it a 1-possession game to start the second half. There's a timeout after this run. I think it's an injury on the play. Bills lead the Lions 21-14, 2 minutes to go from the Motor City. Second and 6. Yeah, Denver called the timeout. Just preserve some time for themselves. Richardson in shotgun, just inside of his own 20. Here's the snap. Rush on the way. I don't know where that ball was going. He threw a perfect pass to Casper the Ghost. I've never seen, usually when the quarterback realizes they're making a bad throw, they kind of try and like stop or something. This time he just stood there and just delivered a strike right to the ground. 3rd and 6. Josh Downs, like, I do not want credit for that target. Snap to Richardson on 3rd and 6. Throwing right side. It is incomplete. Pass was a little low for Michael Pittman. Hits the ground. Incomplete. $10 super from our Australian friend. Is that a ball Pittman should have caught? Maybe. Not a great throw, but maybe one you'd like to see your expensive receiver make. 4th and 6, and the Colts are going to give it right back to Denver. Broncos, 2 timeouts remaining, and they'll have about 2.5 minutes. Sanchez hits a high into the Colorado sky. Return begins at the 27, and that's where it ends. Marvin Mims called a fair catch, and he had plenty of room to run. 1st and 10 Broncos with good field position. Bulwark, Bonito sack, time to turn it around. Go Broncos. Bulwark, I'm going to pencil this in for the next time the Colts are on offense. We've already got the first touchdown of the day, but who's going to score a touchdown on this drive? I'm feeling give me a Cortland Sutton touchdown. Let's keep it nice and simple. Give me the classic. Play the hits. Give me a Cortland Sutton touchdown on this drive right now. Bulwark, appreciate your super chat. Thank you. Colts had all the momentum after the first quarter. 10-0. Touchdown, field goal, a takeaway. And now it's swung back to the home crowd. Touchdown of their own, a takeaway with the football. An opportunity to pull off a George Costanza double dip. Score, halftime, score again before the Colts even get the ball back. Snap to Nix, handoff to Javonte Williams, gain of 2. Scientists need to study why the Broncos running backs are so bad. 3 carries for 6 yards for Williams. I refuse to just accept it's the offensive line. 2nd and 8. Denver can get one more playoff probably before the 2-minute warning. See, they're trying to get the Colts to jump. Nope. Snap to Nix. He finds McLaughlin in the flat, gets a nice block or 2, and Jaleel is going to get about 5-ish yards. 3rd and 3 will be on the other side of this 2-minute warning. 3-point lead for the Colts, but the Broncos with the ball and an opportunity to tie or take the lead before the end of the half. Who you got? Broncos or Colts? While you guys are getting your votes in, I'll update you on the scores. Chargers lead the Buccaneers 17-10. 3rd and goal coming up for the Bills. Under 2 minutes to go, leading 21-14. Josh Allen in shotgun on 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. And there's going to be a pre-snap penalty here. I think it's going to be offsides. Yeah, we can do that right now. Yeah. So if you share our watch party on Twitter, tag me at Matthew Peterson, I'll give you 10 raffle entries. Just share it on Twitter, tag me at Matthew Peterson, we'll give you 10 raffle entries. It is that simple indeed. I don't know how else I can... If we're talking about the Broncos game, I'm just watching on Sunday NFL Ticket right now. So, Red Zone's always a little bit behind. I'm on YouTube TV, which is a little bit behind, and Red Zone, which is always a little bit behind. 3rd and goal for the Bills, though, in what could be a preview for the Super Bowl. How many times do we get previews in the regular season? Like last year, the Niners and the Chiefs did not play in the regular season. Did they? No. Josh Allen, 3rd and goal. Broken up, incomplete. Eagles, Chiefs, I don't think played in the regular season. They always play. They play the next year. Yeah, I don't know how common Super Bowl previews are. I mean, like I just don't remember the Buccaneers Chiefs schedule the year before that, or the Rams Bengals. I mean, obviously it's unlikely just given the AFC NFC matchup, but it's not impossible. Yeah, I mean that could be one as well. Cardinals just tacked on to their lead. It's 13-3 against the Patriots. Yeah, let's update Twitter here. No tag so far. You got to tag me at Matthew Peterson. 3rd and 2. And a false start by the Broncos. Garrett Bowles, he is a good left tackle, but he does love committing penalties. False start. It's on Mike McGlinchey. Or at least that's what they call it on. Ugh. 3rd and 7. Oh, go Dogs. Throw to the right is caught by Lucas Kroll. He is going to get wrapped up inbounds. No gain on the play. The Bright Wolf gets 10 entries. He shared it on Twitter. Fourth and 7. After the Colts called a timeout to preserve some time for their own offense. So both teams have 2 timeouts remaining, 1:52. And Denver will punt it over to Indianapolis. Could try and add some more points on before the end of the half. It will be Denver's ball to start the second half. Riley Dixon's 3rd punt is away. Return starts at the 18. Gold across the 20. And the speedster across the 30. 35-40. 45-50. Tackle from behind by the long snapper, Mitchell Fraboni. And it is first down Indianapolis on the Denver half of the field. Nope. Anthony Gold, a rookie from Oregon State, known for his speed, day 3 draft pick, and Indianapolis has found a home for him on special teams. Richardson will have great field position. Question is, will he screw it up? Russell Wilson and the Steelers have a touchdown. Looks like Pat Fryermuth.
Really?
Yeah.
I have him on my
Oh, really? That's so cool. No one cares. No one cares. I do too, actually. I find Njoku a replacement today. 1st and 10. Gain of 2 for Richardson. Rushed it himself. 90 seconds and counting. Colts have 2 timeouts. Lock in, everyone. Lock it up. Keep them out of field goal range. Keep it a 3-point game. At worst, a 6-point game. Anthony Richardson from his own 45. Sorry, from the Denver 45. Pressured. Finds his tight end. He dumps it off to who has the first down and more. And it's a gain of about 15 or so yards. A nice gain for Indianapolis, who is horribly mismanaging the clock. There's 44 seconds and counting. They have 2 timeouts. 35 seconds. They're not going to save any time for themselves. 30 seconds. Snap to Richardson at 27. Richardson throwing it incomplete with 22. 2nd and 10. Incomplete. Like the video if you want to stop on defense right now. We're at 255, shooting for 300 likes. 45 away. 2nd down and 10. Richardson in shotgun. Takes the snap. Climbing the pocket, and he is sacked! Down he goes! 3rd and long coming up. Denver's pass rush, #1 in the NFL, got to the quarterback for the first time today. John Franklin Myers leading the pack. Back the pack, baby. Colts use their 2nd timeout. They have 1 left. Ball sits at the Broncos 32. It would be about a 49-yarder from right here. Oh, man, Tyler Bass for the Bills missed a chip shot field goal. Third and 15 from the 32. Span those threes. Let's get a stop here. Richardson, shotgun snap, 15 seconds and counting. Throwing deep down the left sideline. Incomplete. I didn't see that ball. That ball kind of disappeared. Flag on the play. Chris Abrams drained the rookie from Mizzou, was in coverage. Alec Pierce is injured on the play. It's a one-on-one for Abrams drain, who does a solid job of going step for step. That was like an optical illusion. The ball popped up. Well, I don't get this now. I thought I had a good understanding of the rules, but the Colts had to use their third and final timeout because of the injury. But the clock was already stopped. So why did they have to burn a timeout if the clock was already stopped?
Because it's technically a timeout. You get rest, you get water.
I guess, but I thought that rule only applied if the clock was running in the last 2 minutes, that you had to use one of your timeouts. Not if the clock was already stopped from an incomplete pass. All right. Learn something new every day.
I think it's to.
Is it because it's 10 seconds? Is it
think
under
it's
10 seconds no matter what?
I think it's to reduce, if the other team is going fast and you don't want to substitute, it's reducing the fake injury and get down and nothing. You know
I mean, I get that, but I'm saying I thought the rule was
I agree.
Under 2 minutes if the
weird.
clock stopped. Does it change when you get to 10 seconds? Or is it the entire 2 minutes in the second half? Or of the half? So Matt Gay will come on for about a 48, 49-yard field goal. Will likely be the last play or two of the first half. From the right hash, a 49-yarder to make it a 6-point game. Gay's kick is up, and it is good. Right down the middle. So 6 seconds remaining, and the Broncos will probably just kneel it out and go to the half, trailing 13-7 at home. A win, and they have an 89% chance of making the postseason. A loss, and it dips down to around 47, 48%, which seems a little bit too low because they'd still have a one-game lead over the Colts, but they would no longer have the head-to-head tiebreaker. Colts with a really strong first half. All things considered, 6-7. Their backs are against the wall. It is win-out mode for them. And they go on the road and they put up 13 points in the first half, and they limit Denver to 7. Bright Wolf, a lot of football left. Gay kicks it off to restart the game, and it's going to go to the back of the end zone for a touchback. So not a great first half. If I had to grade it, and I'll invite you guys to give your grades in the comment section, probably a C+. Defense made some nice plays at times. Brandon Jones interception, a sack on second down, kind of killing any chance of a Colts touchdown. But, I mean, the first two drives for Indianapolis were touchdown, field goal, and they converted on third and long multiple times. Offense hasn't really done a whole lot outside of one touchdown drive, so I'll give the Broncos a C+. They're only down 6, but, yeah, I'm not going to give them much more than that. Let me know what your halftime grades are. Knicks, 11 of 15, 66 yards, a touchdown, a pick. Meanwhile, Richardson with the most Anthony Richardson stat line of all, 5 of 17. Let that sink in. 2/3 of the time it hits the ground. 56 yards and 1 interception. All right, I'm going to go and use the bathroom really quick, but Reed is going to take it from here for the halftime deals he's got for everyone watching. So I'll be back for the start of the second half, but Reed, the Ducklings are all yours.
Yo! The Bright Wolf. You know exactly what it is. It is half off halftime. Let us put up. See, I love these Christmas lights. So much fun. All right. Here we go. Not that. I'm going to change this. Here we go. I want to do this. Actually, okay. No, I don't like that. All right. This is what I got here. Don't mind me just fixing things. Okay. Here we go. Half off halftime. This is my menu here. Every super chat is a beer cheers. I have a little happy dad right here. Double the raffle entries. So if you send in whatever, and then we'll look at the other super chat menu. Half off. Everything's half off. Dion Sharp. Am I happy with Drain's play so far? Yeah, he just had that big breakup on third down to force that field goal. Alec Pierce got hurt, but it was great. It was a double move. Alec Pierce looked like he was going to do a hitch, did not, continued, and Drain was right there, right at his hip, blocked it. He put his head back just at the right time, hit it, incomplete, and they forced the field goal. So I think I haven't really noticed if they're really targeting him. I don't know if he's following anybody, but when you don't hear a cornerback's name, it's good. Like when you don't hear that something's happening. Like we haven't heard a lot of Pat Surtain because they're not throwing over there, and it's also just nothing's going on. Like it's locked up. So I like it. It's good stuff from him. Good stuff from him. In his first start, it's definitely nerve-wracking, but I think he's doing a great job. All right. If you can't super chat, totally okay. I get it. This is just if you like the free stream that we got going on, the play-by-play and everything, just to help us out, like a little tip. But what you can do, subscribe and like the video. Merlot saying first half poor execution. Yeah, it's pretty spot on. Just got to do better. It's right there. You just got to execute better, and I think the second half, make some changes. I think it's okay. Game's not over. It's 13-7. I think we'll be all right. So what's everyone's grades for the first half? I would say B-, C+. Nothing crazy, nothing bad. 13-7. It's a big game. Defense is like that last drive held them to, a field goal. Jody and Troy saying D. Javonte Williams sucks ass. Why aren't they playing estimate? The Volts defense is supposed to suck. Colts defense is supposed to suck against the run, yet we can't run the ball against them. Yeah, like PD was saying, how is the offensive line so good, but the running backs just stink? I agree. Maybe rotate Estime in instead of Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams just isn't doing anything special. He's not really like Jaleel McLaughlin. At least when he gets the ball, he is making plays at least. Javonte Williams is just consistently mid, and then sometimes bad. Jody said no at the INT was sad. The INT was it was stupid. I don't know what he saw there. Threw it right into double coverage, right over the middle to the linebacker. I mean, you make mistakes, but it sucks when the mistake is throwing it to a not open person, and it's kind of just like, what is going on? But Deion Sharp, thanks. Not getting it on TV, so I have watched him through high school and Missouri, so real cool to see him get a big chance. That's awesome. Yeah, I know he is from Missouri. Do you know him, or is it just you just watched him and followed him, and it's cool to see him like succeed? I think it's always awesome to see like people who like some of you followed, like Travis Hunter. I've seen him since like high school and stuff, and now he's in college, and then now he's going to go to the NFL. It's cool to see like the lineage of people. Brian and Buddy Jr. saying, "Go Bills, beat Lions." Yeah, that's a great game. I think Bills should take down the Lions. I think, but that's just an amazing game right now. Kat saying, "Go Broncos." Troy Clapper, I still think we win and make the playoffs. The future is bright for the Broncos, and Payton has never had a great running game ever. Look at all his Saints teams. How many times did they have a 1K rusher? Yeah, that's a good point. I don't think Sean Payton's offense is involves a good running game. I think he has utilized Bo Nix's running ability pretty great. I mean, we've seen the graphic that we've showed a ton of times of the Broncos' leading rusher each game has just been so, like, it's been different almost every week. It was Bo Nix for a while, and then Javonte, and then Jaleel. So it's been all over the place. But I think he's done a good job. Payton has done a good job of utilizing Bo Nix's ability to run with the ball. We saw it when he scrambled on that one play where he slid super, super far. It's cool. It's good to see him utilizing that. But I don't think Sean Payton needs a run game to be successful in the NFL. We've seen that. It would help, 100%. I think that's one thing. If I believe we'll make the Broncos make the playoffs as well. But when you get into the playoffs, most likely every team in the playoffs is going to have a run game. And when you don't, it's tough to win in the postseason. So I think that might be a little crutch for the Broncos. If they figure it out by the time playoff comes around, then yeah, there will be a good playoff team. But right now, that crutch is the run game. I mean, their defense is solid. So let's see. No argument. Payton loves a committee at running back. Yeah. The committee, a running back committee is, it may not get you very far in the playoffs, but it'll win you games. But if for some reason Bo Nix in the passing game is not working, can't go to the run game to help, I think that'll hurt the Eagles. If Saquon Barkley is not doing well in the run game, they can't really lean on the pass game. Jalen Hurts is good, but they need that dual threat of the pass game and run game. We got some super chats coming in. Bulwark with a $5 super chat. Shout out to you. Bulwark saying, C-grade defenses turn the lights on at least. They have to use estimate. Typical start for the Broncos. Bo will come out firing after the half. Yeah, I agree with you. Use a little bit more of estimate. Get the, like we said, running back committee. Just use everybody. I mean, maybe sit Javonte a little bit just because he hasn't been doing great the past week and so. And estimate has shown that he can be a good back. So I agree. And, I mean, I'm not worried about the defense. Defense will always come out and do well. All right, and then we got Grant. Let's go Broncos. Let's go Grant. Shout out to you, Grant. Shout out to Bulwark. Let's see. I'll light those up for you. So those will count as double the entries. So you send in 5, it's like you send in 10. So you get an entry for the jersey and for the hat. So it's like 2 for 1. All right, we're still at commercial. If you guys want to super chat at all, this is the half off halftime. And the entire super chat menu too. We're going to do half off. Just because, why not? I like a C minus grade though. I get that. Rad Panda. No, Sean is a good player. Play call Lord of Liberty. Oh, you guys talking? Sean Hipley in the chat saying, "Reed, what's up, Sean? Good to see you. Hopefully your Ravens. Ravens are playing now or just played? They destroyed the Giants. Yeah, the Giants. Yeah, good win for you, Sean. Let's go. The Ravens are definitely a scary playoff team if they keep it together and keep the consistency. Yeah, Sean's saying they destroyed. Invade the Moon. Sean sucks. He made it seem like Russ was the problem. Now Russ might go deep in the playoffs. I wonder how good Bo really would be with a better play caller. Sean Payton is a great play caller. He's helping Bo Nix grow right now, and he's a good reason why Bo Nix is doing well. I would disagree on that. I think Russ is not the type of quarterback that Bo Nix likes. I mean, that Sean Payton likes. He's a deep ball player and sort of just like in the pocket now. But I mean, if you think about Drew Brees, that's Sean Payton's guy. He is more like Bo Nix than Drew Brees is like Russell Wilson. So I think it's just a better relationship for Bo Nix and Sean Payton. I just don't think Russ was. I mean, Sean Payton didn't trade for Russ, so he just kind of had him. And at that point, he was like, It's not his quarterback that he wants to work with. So we'll see what happens though. First year, and I like what we got from Bo Nix. So second half, on the way. Petey is back in the studio. Let us. Oh my goodness. Third quarter. It is going to be the Broncos ball. Petey, take it away.
Denver getting the kickoff to start the second half. Broncos trailing by 6, 13-7. Adam Trotman with the only touchdown. The story of the game for me so far is the Colts are winning the run game both ways. They're running the ball well, and they're stopping Denver's run as Nick's pass is completed for a 5-yard gain to the only touchdown score of the day for Denver. Flag is thrown, holding defense. So 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down for the Broncos. But yeah, Denver's inability to run the ball and stop the run is what is killing this team so far, which is concerning because the Colts have a bottom 5 run defense. They've got a good ground game, but good enough to convert on 3rd and long with runs? That I don't think so. So that's got to be priority number 1 for Denver to improve on in the second half if they're going to get themselves back in this game. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Knicks, 11 of 15 for 66 yards, a touchdown and a pick thus far. Takes the snap, swings it out to the right side, caught Troy Franklin his first grab of the day, and he's got about half of the yardage. Appreciate everyone for watching with us. I hope you guys are enjoying our watch party. It's a fun way to take in a Broncos game. So if you've never watched a watch party with us before, would appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. If you are already subscribed, hit that thumbs up button and type me in the chat. 2nd and 4. Oh, those will never go away. Snap to Nix. Throw to the right. It is caught, and Franklin is going to be just short of the line to gain. 3rd and inches coming up on the Broncos' opening drive of the second half. Mike, Bulwark, Bradley, all typing DEN in the chat like Kitty. 3rd and 1. You'd like to run it here without issue. Start to wonder if Sean Payton has any trust in his ground game. I mean, a quarterback sneaks on a bad play here, whether you have a good or bad run game, but you should be able to confidently call a run play. Knicks, play action. Denver does not. Throwing on the right side, intercepted. It's picked off. This is literally what is going to kill Denver. The fact that they have to throw on 3rd and 1 because they don't trust their running backs to get the first, and you open up the sample size of how many times you throw it on 3rd and 1, and you're going to get some bad outcomes. Second pick of the day, back-to-back games for Knicks with 2+ interceptions. First time since weeks 1 and 2 that's happened. His honeymoon might be over a little bit. Damn. Colts football around midfield with a 6-point advantage. Bradley. I had the opposite mindset of like, yes, you're rolling, so you don't want to break up that momentum with the bye. But I looked at it as like they're rolling and they haven't even had their bye yet, so they're going to get nice recharge before the final 4 weeks of the season. Other teams have had their bye, 4, 5, 6, sometimes 7 weeks earlier, so they are on fumes at this point. Denver's going to get to recharge. Like, I had the opposite mindset, but with the way they're playing right now, it looks like they should have had, they would have preferred their bye much earlier. But the NFL does have it out for Sean Payton. They always give him less than optimal bye weeks, super early or super late. They never get a nice week 8 bye. No. I brought this up with me just because I was going to do like, hey, any super chat, no matter the amount for the entire third quarter, we'll add you to our Mile High Club. Got a lot of viewers of the channel. We'll write your name on a sticker, add it to our helmet. We've had it for 2+ years. So I'll keep the offer. I'll extend the offer, but that interception really took the wind out of our sails. Ooh. Come on, offense. Figure it out. I really feel like that interception, well, it's going to go down on Bo Nix, and it should. It's a bad throw. It should also be worth discussing. That pick does not happen if they've got a formidable, average run game that on 3rd and 1 they can go to. I don't think Payton called a pass to be cute. I think he called a pass because he did not think they could rush for a first down. You're down 6 in the second half. That's not the time to get cute. 1st and 10, Indy at their own 38. Snap to Richardson. Quick throw to Downs to the right side. He's trying to get some blockers, and he gets about 4 or 5 yards. 2nd and medium. Chargers are leading the Buccaneers 17-13. Not good for Denver in their wild card pursuit. Patrick Mahomes, by the way, is considered to be week to week with an ankle injury. X-rays were negative. More test info on Monday. Well, that's why they've got Mahomes out for the year. No, I'm kidding. Week to week, though. They've got a cushion in the AFC AFC playoff race and one seed race. But maybe they roll with Carson Wentz for 2 weeks. Go 1-1 in that stretch. 1st and 10, snap to Richardson, and a run up the middle. Taylor gets loose. Jonathan Taylor's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Colts. 41-yard touchdown run, and the lead has grown. I mean, this is literally what I talked about in terms of the run game being the difference maker. The Broncos can't run it, so they don't run on 3rd and 1. They turn it over. The Colts, all they do is run it well. It's a 41-yard touchdown run. So Indianapolis is an extra point away from being up 13 with 12 to go in the 3rd quarter. Come on. Gotta be kidding me.
It's crazy what a run game can do for your offense.
This is cool. I mean, this is going to be the death of the team. Because now you know what they're going to do? They're going to go pass on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. I don't know what we're reviewing here. Did Taylor drop the ball before? I didn't even notice that he flirted with that stupid thing that players love to do. Did he drop it prematurely? This is a touchdown. I mean, sure, maybe it's a little close, but I think it's a touchdown. I mean, we'll take it, but I think it's a touchdown. Give us the pylon cam. That's going to tell you everything you need to see here. We are closing in on 29,250 subscribers. Let's get there. Hit that sub button today. There might be some hope here. I mean, touchback, take 6 points off the board. 13-7 ball game with the ball at your own 20. It's Reed's favorite commercial. Yeah, from like a decade ago. I saw the funniest, like, you ever see memes and you're like, this is a meme that a parent would share as if like they just learned what a meme was? It was a picture of a for lease sign and someone wrote below it, Navidad. For lease Navidad. And I was like, that's like an email forward my dad would send me, and I still laughed at it. I think this will be a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. I also think that's the dumbest rule in sport in football of it being a touchback if it goes into the end zone. It should be offense's ball at the 1-yard line. Why is it if it goes into the end zone, it's now the other team's ball. But if it goes out at the 1, it's your ball still.
Why is it if you go backwards into the end zone, like you're like safety, then it's points and the other team gets the ball?
Because you get tackled in your own end zone. That makes sense to me. But you're punished for fumbling into the end zone you're supposed to score in? That rule has always seemed very dumb to me.
I guess it could be like thought as like the end or the sideline.
Oh, yeah, the touchdown's gonna stand. I see the extra point unit on the field. So Jonathan Taylor's touchdown will stand, but he will definitely get a talking to. Fravel edits, ladies and gentlemen, with a $5 super. Every super chat for the rest of the 3rd quarter. We're going to add you to our Mile High Club. So Fravel edits. Oh, they overturned it?
Oh, my God.
What?
Oh, my
It's Broncos ball. They overturned it. Denver ball to the 20. Touchback, Denver football. A run for Jaleel McLaughlin of 12 yards. Show us the replay here. Fravel, I'm sorry. I'll read your super chat in a moment. When does he start to drop the football?
Oh, my God. That's not a touchdown.
I mean, that is razor thin. I'm not even convinced. That's really close, but we'll take it.
If I'm a Colts fan,
I'm furious.
livid.
1st and 10, run for Williams, and it's going to be a gain of 4. What a break. If Denver wins this game, it's Jonathan Taylor single-handedly getting the Broncos into the playoffs. I saw both sides lined up at the 20, and I'm like, oh, they'll line up for the extra point. No. I don't understand why this team is so up and down. They have everything going for them, and Knicks and the defense forget how to play football. I mean, it's a break for Denver, and we'll see if they capitalize on it, but they still have plenty to work on. That fumble does not erase the fact that they gave up a 41-yard touchdown run. Knicks, 4 or 5-yard run. Fravel edits with another super chat. Never mind, take away what I just said. We good, LOL. Jonathan Taylor, all-time screw-up. Broncos legend now. Fravel edits. Is Fravel edits already on this? I mean, I can add it again. Third and 4, Knicks. Looking to pass. It's incomplete. Looking for Devon Vele, who has not caught a football yet today. 4th and 4. And Jonathan Taylor is going to buy all 11 players on defense Rolexes after bailing out his major mistake. Fravel edits, I added you right here. Thank you for your support of the channel as Riley Dixon's punt goes out of bounds around the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Colts are going to get the ball right back after a major mistake by Jonathan Taylor fumbling into the end zone. Well, what is the appeal for players to drop the ball right as they cross the line? Like, why is it cool to, like, time it up and make it so close? I've never understood why that is. If I scored a touchdown, I would never let go of the football. I'd take it with me to the bench. Fravel edits with another super chat. Fravel. One thing I wish is that Knicks would use his legs more. I don't know. He still does. I don't think that part of his game has really disappeared. I'd rather see him grow as a pocket passer more than just a runner, right? It's hard to keep up the running for the longevity of your career. So I think he does a solid job of still using his legs. You want like more designed runs? Maybe he can go a little bit more of an RPO. They did that earlier. I don't think they've really gone away from it too much. I think he's just trusting his arm more instead of second-guessing and running with it. Today, yeah, I agree. Probably wish he ran a little bit more because he's thrown 2 interceptions. Fravel, thank you for your super chats, though. Always awesome to see familiar names and faces in the chat. Remember, any super chat, no matter the amount, gets you added to our Mile High Club. It's this Broncos hard hat we've had for 2 years now. And so if you want to get added to it, like Scott Fry, I've got Juwan Powell, I've got Kelly H., I've got Ed Avery, Jimbo, Elijah Munson, Carey, Robert, Kyle Beck, John E., Florian Swanson, Brett R., VT92. If you want to get added to the club, super chat any amount, we'll add it to our helmet. And we reached 300 likes. Let's go. Charles, You're about to get added to maybe you are on, I just didn't see you, but I'll add you to it for sure right now. Let me give it a look over, Charles. I thought you were on it. I don't know. Maybe not. Charles, you're getting added right now. 1st and 10. Colts inside their own 20. It's a run to Taylor, who is in repent mode. Gain of 3. How many fantasy owners are screaming at Jonathan Taylor right now? Bulwark just got added to it. Bulwark, TYR. 2nd and 7, run for Taylor yet again. Another strong run, and he gets about 6 yards. Flag thrown. Holding on the offense, so it'll be 2nd and 17. Grant Claycomb with a $2 super. Let me add Charles. Alec Pierce, the wide receiver for the Colts, is out with the concussion. So they lose one of their top 3 receivers. Charles, I just added you right here. Edmundo with a $2 super. 2nd and 17, snap to Richardson. Rolling to his right. Richardson is going to keep it, and he is tackled by Cooper. Gain of just 1. 3rd and long. Bulwark, let me add you right now. 3rd and long. Spam those 3s. 3rd down. Get off the field here. Still in this game. Might not feel like it the way they played, but you are. Bulwark, TYR. My favorite Australian.
Shout out to Pug Surf.
3rd and 15. Grant Claycomb. Appreciate you, Grant. Snap to Richardson. Handoff Taylor. He is bottled up at the line of scrimmage. Justin Stranad making the tackle. A flag is thrown. And then holding on the offense, that penalty is declined. Edmundo Villar. Feels like they took a step back. Yeah, absolutely. And it's all in the trenches, right? The lack of a run game is not new. It's a little bit worse today than usual, but the inability to stop the run is definitely new. So that's got to be the focal point for this team for the next quarter and a half. Edmundo, first time super chatter. Thank you, Edmundo. 2 clap for Edmundo. 1, 2. Punt is away on 4th and 15 in a 6-point game. Return across the 35. Mims across the 45. Mims across the 50. Mims losing his footing. It just goes out of bounds, but he had a whole lot more in front of him. Great return. Oh, just left a little bit of meat on the bone, but we'll take it. Knicks will have excellent field position. Grant Claycomb. Yeah, spam TD right now if you want a Broncos touchdown. The Buccaneers, by the way, just took the lead in LA. They lead the Chargers 20-17. First and 10, Knicks throwing on the slant. It's dropped by Sutton. Grant Claycomb, you're right here. And then Edmundo. Second and 10. A run to the right side. There's nowhere to run for Mims. No gain on the play. 3rd and 10 coming up. John E. A $100 super chat, Edmundo. Ladies and gentlemen, the sleeping giant of the Broncos breakdown is here. Everyone spam John in the chat. Spam John. 3rd and 10. And a brief TV timeout. John E. Go Broncos. They are better in the second half of the game. John, I hope you are doing well. Hope you're recovering well. And I always appreciate you being in the chat and watching games with us. Thank you, John. As we have 3rd and 10 awaiting us for the Colts after an injury timeout. John E. Everyone spam John in the chat. Spam John. He's one of a kind. He's one of one. 3rd and 10 for the Colts. Let's get a stop right here for John E. My personal belief is he's John Elway's burner. As Nick throws deep right side, intercepted. It's picked off. It is picked off. Out of bounds shortly after the interception, but it's going to be Colts football. 3rd pick of the day for 10. He just throws it on a deep curl, and the safety just steps in front of it and picks it off. All 3 interceptions have been bad. There's not tip balls. They're just bad throws, bad decisions. And Nix is having the worst game of his NFL career at a bad time. At home, off the bye, with so many playoff implications on the line. Before we get back to John's Super Chat, I do want to tell everyone watching about our friends over at Game Time. If you are looking to go see a local sporting event, maybe a Broncos game, an Avs game, a Nuggets game, anything in your area, I want you to visit Game Time first. What they're going to do for you is give $20 off your first purchase. Now, terms apply, but I like to look at that as Game Time. They're just going to pay for maybe your parking, maybe your first concession run. I'd personally rather have $20 than not have $20. So, do future you a favor right now. Download the Game Time app. Redeem code CHATSPORTS and get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. I put all that information in the comments and description of today's video. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. Colts football when we come back from this commercial break. John E., shout out to you, though. Thank you so much for your super chat. What I want to do for reaching 300 likes, as Fravel Edit sends in a super, is the following. I would like to pick one person out of the chat to spin the naughty or nice wheel to get 5 more entries potentially, or 5 entries. So, what I would like to see everyone spam for John E. sending in 100 is J for John. Spam J for John right now in the chat. We're going to pause the chat. We're going to pick someone out of it. And we're going to spin our naughty or nice wheel. And if you're nice, you get 5 raffle entries for the Broncos jersey raffle. If you're naughty, you get none. Spam J. A lot of snow this year. Good year for snow. 1st and 10. From their own 26, Richardson, fake pitch, rolls to his right, under duress, throws it away, finds Pittman. Ball! Broncos football! Yes! DJ Jones recovers the fumble. Pittman made the catch and coughed it up. Denver ball. Let's go. Yes! PJ Locke forcing the fumble. It's a clear catch. He starts to turn upfield. And PJ Locke, like a heat-seeking missile, gets his head on the football, pops it loose, and DJ Jones, your nose tackle, he's going to be the one that recovers this. Talk about pursuit. Talk about playing with effort. Following the football. Good things happen when you go to the football. First and 10, good guys.
And also, I love he did not try to pick it up.
Yep.
He just said, I'm going to get on this and give it to my offense.
Here's Nix at his opposing 31-yard line. Handoff going to Williams, gain of 3. Let's pause the chat in 5 seconds. Spam J for Johnny for a $100 super chat. Pause it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause it. Bulwark. All right, we'll do another one. We'll do 2. Keep spamming J. Keep spamming J. We'll do a second one. Knicks, 2nd and 7 at the Indianapolis 28. Pitch right, run for McLaughlin. Nowhere to go. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, and now Sean Payton has a tough decision on 3rd and 7. Pause the chat in 3, 2, 1. Pause it. A. Duarte. So we have 3 wheel spins coming up. 1 for Johnny, 1 for Bulwark, and 1 for A. Duarte. 3rd and 7, snap to Nix. Bo steps up in the pocket, checks it down short, and maybe a yard. It'll be 4th and 6 coming up. And the field goal unit will come on for Denver. Try and make it a 3-point game. So the Broncos are a kick away from getting some points out of the takeaway, but not as many as they would have liked. Fourth and 5. Lutz from the right hash, 44-yarder is up, and it is good. So it's a 13-10 ball game with 5 to go in the 3rd quarter. We got some wheel spins coming up, naughty or nice. If it lands on nice, you get 5 raffle entries. If it lands on naughty, you get none. First one is for Johnny. Johnny, who already has some for the 100, but 5 additional. Not to be. I'm sorry, John, but I do appreciate all of your support of the channel. Okay, next one is for Bulwark. Bulwark. Yeah, very nice. So Bulwark gets 5 more. And we have A. Duarte. Oh, Roger Goodell is in the house. A. Duarte. Oh, I'm sorry. Why is Roger not at the Bills-Colts game? Sorry, Bills-Lions game. Maybe he wanted to go skiing. Kickoff to restart the game. Goes out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes Anthony Richardson and company with a 13-10 lead. But the Colts turn it over 3 times today, just like Denver. 3 picks for Bo Nix. Meanwhile, Anthony Richardson is thrown to the wrong team, and a fumble by Michael Pittman Jr. And a Jonathan Taylor fumble in the end zone. Into the end zone. First and 10. Richardson takes a shotgun snap. Handoff to Taylor, and he's going to get half of the yardage on 1st and 10. Flag is down. Holding on the offense. They've gotten a lot of holding calls the last couple of snaps. So make it 1st and 20. The center, Danny Pinter, guilty party. They've had some injuries on their offensive line the last few weeks. Fravel, we might have skipped over Fravel's. I'm sorry, Fravel. The fumble in the Johnny Super Chat sent me in a tailspin. First and 20. No, wait, for Fravel? Snap to Taylor. Sorry, to Richardson. Throw to Taylor. We just had to look at his super chat. Oh. Yeah. Forget the wheel spin. Reed got confused. 2nd and 16 after a dump down pass to Jonathan Taylor. Maybe, just maybe, run more. Just the same few passing plays, Sean, and screens. Maybe get Nix on the run more. The Colts aren't this good. Colts are playing well. I mean, the Colts are always going to be a well-coached group, and they're always going to play hard. That's like an organization, institutional thing, so kudos to them for that. 2nd and 15, Richardson throwing, and it's broken up by Pat Surtain. I've not said his name much today, and you know why, because no one wants to throw in his direction. Listen, you can talk about all you want to do with Bo Nix. The fact is he's thrown 3 bad passes. Like, put him on the move, don't put him on the move. He needs to make better decisions with the football. 3rd and 15. From their own 25, snap to Richardson. Rolling to his left. Richardson throwing, incomplete. Into the Broncos bench. And Indianapolis will punt it away. Denver will have the ball, down 3. A chance to tie or take the lead. Isaac Barea with a $1 super. And I don't give a buck has joined the fun. Let me add Isaac Barea to the Mile High Club. Colts punt is returned from the 25 across the 30, and Mims takes a little bit of a late hit. And they get the flag. So 15 yards, I think, is going to get added on. I mean, Marvin Mims got hit late out of bounds. Watch this. He is out of bounds. Unnecessary roughness is called. Tack on 15 more yards. It'll be 1st and 10 Broncos around midfield. Isaac, adding you to our Mile High Club right there. I don't give a buck. Hey, it's a good, hard games, man. Watching it while I'm at work, so tired. Shout out from Home Depot, Marble Falls. I don't give a buck. Appreciate you watching with us and sneaking us on your phone probably during the working day. As Jeremy Chugg sends in a $1 super. 1st and 10. And a flag is going to get thrown here on the Broncos. False start on the offense. Jeremy, thank you for your super. We're trying our absolute best here to help out the Texans. A win for the Broncos, I think, clinches the AFC South for Houston for a 2nd straight year. Rockland F with a $2 super. 1st and 15 awaiting us. Nix in shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff. And a run for Audric Estime, which is, I think, the first time I said that all day. About 4 yards. Maybe a 2nd or 3rd carry of the game, but none too many. No, Javonte got smacked. Rockland F. Sandra Tucker. Jaleel McLaughlin is questionable to return with a quad injury, so it'll be Audric Estime and Javonte Williams show from here on out. 2nd and 9, just shy of the 50. Snap to Nix. Throw over the middle is caught, and Lucas Kroll getting about 8 yards will bring up 3rd and 1. Rockland, the defense is playing pretty well, I'd say. I mean, think about the first quarter, 10 points. The next 2, 3 so far. So they really settled in after a little bit of a shaky start. Rockland, thank you for your super. I don't give a buck. There is no chat sports for the Colts. 3rd and 1, and the Broncos run it, and what do you know? They get it. Had they done that earlier, they might not have thrown an interception. Sandra Tucker and Rockland F. Sandra, first-time super chatter. Everyone, 2 claps. 1, 2. Sandra Tucker. And Rockland F. First and 10 from the Colts 41. Nix dropping back. Pressure's on. It's a screen, and it is caught by Williams, and the defense was ready for it. Loss of 1 on the play. Second and 11. Injury on the play. Sandra, here you are. And Quinn Miners is injured on the play. He's on one knee talking to a trainer. But a timeout for Quinn Miners, who is getting attention. Minute 42 remaining. Got a big fat extension this offseason. 4 years, $80 million. He went to Wisconsin Whitewater. So with COVID and everything, Rockland, here you are. He didn't have a college football season, so he just posted videos of him like working out on the farm. And it caught Denver's attention. Used a 3rd-round pick on him. And he's been one of the best guards in football since. Colin Brown? Oh, beast mode. 2nd and 11. Snap to Nix. Play action. Bo Nix goes deep down the right sideline. Oh, no. Oh, it goes through the hands of Cortland Sutton. I thought interception for sure was coming. Man, Sutton has to have this. Oh. Missed opportunity to take the lead. Now it's 3rd and 11. Buccaneers lead the Chargers 23-17 with 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. Nix on 3rd and 11. Deep over the middle. It's incomplete. And what does Denver want to do? You're across the 50. 4th and 11. It's going to be punt. Maybe you try a really long field goal. And be a little under 60. I'm going to need Sutton to catch that football. 4th and 11. Beast mode. Even though we're losing right now, I'm a Bo-lever Denver Bronco for life. Beast mode. Thank you. Oh, I think it's going to be a touchback. Touchback. Damn. Dixon nearly had them pinned at the 1, but it just jumps into the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10. Beast mode, thank you so much for your super chat. I really appreciate your support of the channel. First time super chatter. 2 clap action. A little 1-2. Bills have opened up the lead in Detroit. 35-14 Buffalo. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Colts at their own 20-yard line. Who you got? Nearly 1,000 people watching right now. Denver or Indianapolis? 1st and 10 for Anthony Richardson. Pistol formation. Snap, handoff, run for Taylor, gain of 5. Under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. If you are just filing on into our watch party, make sure to click that subscribe button. We don't just do game day watch parties. We also put out content throughout the week. So if you're looking for a one-stop shop for your favorite team, hit the subscribe button. Guarantee you won't regret it or your money back. But it's completely free. A win, and Denver has a 90% chance of making the playoffs. A loss, 50%. 2nd and 5, handoff left side, and a run for Taylor is good for 2 yards. Anthony Turin with a $2 super. Man, this game really should be 20-10 Colts. 3rd and 3 to start the 4th quarter. In an absolute rock fight between two AFC teams. Anthony Turin, $2 super and a first-time super chatter. 2 claps for Anthony, 1, 2. Love the culture with Knicks. Go Broncos. Anthony, thank you so much for super chatting. Go Broncos to you too. Start of the 4th quarter. Broncos can't run the ball, Shane. Indeed. Which, trailing by 3 in the 4th, all right. That's an okay problem to have in this situation. Quarterback that's thrown 3 interceptions, so you can't lean on the run to try and alleviate some of the pressure from him. Now we have a problem. We have nearly 1,000 people tuned in at the moment. If you enjoy the free content we provide and you want to support the channel, all I ask is you like the video and subscribe. If you want to go above and beyond, Super Chats are a great way to support us here. $5 Super Chat. We're going to add you to our Broncos Christmas hat raffle. $10 Super Chat. You get added to this raffle along with a jersey raffle. We're going to do both of those after the game is over. I can already tell the 2-minute warning is probably going to be too stressful. So if you want to get some swag from today's watch party while supporting the channel at the same time, Super Chats greatly, greatly appreciated. 35-14 Bills over the Lions. Oh my gosh, the Buccaneers are pulling away from the Chargers. It's 30-17 Tampa. Chargers down 13 with the football going into the start of the 4th quarter. What happened in LA? Tim Cross with another $2 super chat. A loss for the Chargers would be big for Denver. If they lose and the Chargers lose, it gives them a little bit more breathing room, or I would say breathing room, but makes this loss a little easier. Would make Thursday night in 4 days very important. Yeah. Tim, thank you for your super. 3rd super chatter, 3rd time of the day of the stream. Let's go, Tim. Colts football to start the 4th quarter. Tim, no. Tim, you rock. You rock. If I could get a Tim Cross jersey, I'd wear it right now. It's all Arizona in the desert, by the way. New England trailing 23-3 halfway through the 4th quarter. Drake May is inside the 5-yard line, though.
Do you think Ashton Genty stays a Bronco?
I think so. Either that or Tyler Warren or Colston Loveland. 3rd and 3. And a quarterback keep for Anthony Richardson goes horribly. Ball came out of the end. Are they going to call him down? Jonathan Cooper sacked Anthony Richardson on the option, and the ball came out at the end, but they're going to say he was down. It's a clear option, and Cooper plays it well. I think Richardson is down. That ball starts to kind of move. You see right there? No, he's down. He's down. 4th and 8, and Indianapolis will have to punt it away. Bo Nix gets a chance in front of the home crowd to turn this thing around. Sanchez punts it away. Return starts at the 25, across the 30. There's room for Mims. 25-30, 40, 45-50. Getting a block. 40. Mims inside the 30. Mims inside the 20. Down to the 15-yard line. Marvin Mims. Another spectacular return. And he's got Denver set up inside the red zone. Let's go. Marvin Mims, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and 10 Broncos at the Indy 15. He started this journey at his own 25. A little bit of east and west, and then a whole lot of north and south. Come on. Gets a couple of key blocks. Eventually pushed out of bounds. But a big return sets up Denver in excellent field position. Let's go.
I think my favorite thing is when there's a big run like this and you can see all of his teammates in front of him like, come this way, come this way, come this way, come on.
1st and 10 from the Indy 15. Throw to the right side is dropped by Troy Franklin, incomplete. Oh. Tim with another $2 super. Tim Cross having himself an afternoon. Let's go, Tim. 2nd and 10. Nix and company with great field position. They got to get 6 out of this. Snap to Bo. Looking. Throwing over the middle. Caught Nate Atkins. Into the end zone! Touchdown Broncos! Denver takes the lead. Nate Atkins doing it all after the catch. Spinning out of a tackle or two. But Marvin Mims sets up this touchdown. And Bo Nix has a 2nd touchdown pass of the day to a tight end. And the Broncos have the lead. They've gone on a 17-3 run pending this PAT. Nix doing a nice job of stepping up in the pocket, dumping it off in front of him, and then the UDFA from South Carolina turns around and does the rest. 17-13, extra point is good, and the Broncos have the lead early in the 4th, all because of a Marvin Mims 60-yard punt return. 2 plays later, it's 6 points for the good guys. Let's go.
I love how you literally 2 seconds before the play started. You need to get 6 out of this.
Got 6.
And they got 6.
Got 6, baby. Let's go. We got some supers to catch up on here. Show me those TDs, though. Spam TD. You know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling a Pat Surtain pick 6 right now. I'm feeling a Pat Surtain pick 6. Ryan Barry, enjoy your guys' show. Ryan, we enjoy having you with us every Sunday. Appreciate you, Ryan. Go Broncos, dude. Let's go. We had Ryan Super. We're all caught up.
And the Chargers.
Chargers right now trailing 30-17. If Denver wins, if results hold, the Broncos will be the 6th seed when you go to bed tonight. Crewy 47 with a $5 Australian super chat. What time is it in the land down under? Just think we can still pinch this. Sometimes you have to win ugly. Go Broncos. Yeah, I don't think this is a game where you walk away feeling like win or lose, this is our best stuff. But in the NFL, you only get 17 cracks at it. So you got to make every single one count, even if it's not pretty. First time super chatter from the land down under, Crewy 47. A little 2-clap action, a little 1-2. Let's go, Crewy. If you find a way to win, great. We'll work on the problems for the next 4 or 3 days. But I'd much rather work on your issues after a win than after a loss. Hawaiian girl, thank you. Slap yourself with a $2 super. We got over 1,000 people watching. If you're ready for a Denver win, click that subscribe button right now. Do it. It's like a KC game, straight BS until it matters. I guess so, a little bit. Although the Broncos had a good first half in the Chiefs game. Not so much today, but we'll take it. I see the message you're trying to get across here. Are we closing in subscriber-wise? Oh, we're 3 subs away from 29,297. Click that subscribe button right now. Kickoff goes out the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10, Indianapolis at their own 30, trailing now 17-13. Slap yourself, I agree. 1,000 people tuned in, and about a third of you have liked the video. 386 likes. If you have not liked the video yet, what are you waiting for? 1st and 10 for the Colts. They should be leading 20-17, but Jonathan Taylor dropped the football as he crossed the plane, and it was a touchback. 1st and 10, Richardson in shotgun, takes the snap, throws to his right, it is caught, and a decent gain on 1st down, 12 yards, and another 1st down for the Colts. 412 likes. Now we're speaking my language. Let's go. By the way, Bills lead the Lions 35-21. 14-point game for Buffalo on the road. First down, Indy. Snap to Richardson. He'll throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Flag is thrown. There's going to be either pass interference or defensive holding on Cody Barton, who is working on the tight end for the Colts. I think it is a penalty. What's the tough break here is if the flag is thrown when the ball is in the air, or the penalty is committed when the ball is in the air, it's a 15-yard penalty. If that infraction took place 1 second earlier, it would have been illegal contact or defensive holding, and that is just a 5-yard penalty. First and 10 Colts. They're all the way out to the Denver 43-yard line, trailing by 4. 13 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Richardson in the gun. Snap, handoff, and the run defense much better in the second half, slowing down Taylor. Gain of just 2.5. 10:30 a.m. in Adelaide. Adelaide's a city in Australia that's right in the middle, right? I think. South Central, if that makes sense. I don't know why players think it's so cool to drop the football at the goal line. 2nd and 7. Darwin, I know, is North Central. DJ Jones is banged up on the play. He's holding his left hand. Left hand injury for DJ Jones. So 2nd and 7 after this play. Snap to Richardson. And a double pass. Adonai Mitchell going back. Intercepted! Nick Bonito! Pick six! Pick six! Nick Bonito! He intercepts the double pass back to the quarterback. And it's 6 for Denver. Oh my gosh! His second touchdown of the year. There is a flag. Please be on the Colts. Don't take away this awesome play by Denver's defense. It's a penalty on Nick Bonito. He did the Marshawn Lynch hold my dick. He did the Marshawn Lynch touchdown celebration. To break down this play, snap to Richardson. He throws it backwards laterally. Adonai Mitchell, the rookie from Texas, he takes too long trying to get his hands set when he throws it back. And then Nick Bonito just steps in front of the pass and goes the other way for 6. He's going to get a penalty, Bonito, for his celebration. Who cares? 23-13. Denver's defense comes up big yet again. Let's go. Second touchdown of the year for 15. Extra point is good from a much further distance. 24-13 Denver, and this team is 12 minutes away from being so close to clinching a playoff spot, they can practically taste it. All of this is a result of not the play call, it's A.D. Mitchell, spinning the ball, spinning the ball and trying to get his hands set, and then taking his sweet time to throw back across the field. You got to catch it and go right back. Let's go!
And of course, it's Nick Bonito, too.
I mean, I've got Nick Bonito. I got Broncos fantasy
He
defense.
said, I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm still going to lose in the playoffs, but let's go. Rockland F with a $2 super. Keep the supers flowing. 24-13, good guys. Bonito with one of the, I would say the easiest pick six of his career, but you knew that he was pinning his ears back when he saw everything developing in front of him going, well, I'm just going to step in here and take that. Thank you very much. Guest defense really did show up. Broncos defense making a huge play right when the Colts were driving, down 4, looking like maybe at worst a field goal, a 1-point game. Instead, in one play, it's a 2-score lead for Denver in the fourth quarter. Let's go. You know what? Nick Bonito for Defensive Player of the Year has some traction to it. He's got 10-plus sacks and 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. He's got 2 pick sixes this year as an outside linebacker. That's ridiculous. In 1 year, most guys don't get that in their entire career. If you loved that touchdown, make sure to like the video. I want to get 500 likes, which we're 60 away from, for Nick Bonito's pick six. That's what I'm talking about. This game was all Colts. And now Denver, at home, can give this crowd something to be proud of for the first time in nearly a decade, really. It's 2024. It's been that long. Fravel edits with a $5 super. Since when can you not flex on an opponent while scoring a touchdown? The No Fun League back at it again. Nick Bonito for Defensive Player of the Year, our new Von Miller. I mean, I don't know if I'll go as far to say the new Von Miller. I don't want to take any of the fun away from Bonito. But, I mean, yeah, when you jump into the end zone and do the Marshawn Lynch celebration, you're going to get a flag for it. But let's rewatch this play for a second here. It's great recognition by Bonito. He's like, I'm not a part of this play. I'm not a part of this play. Now I am. This is 100%, I'm sorry, but it's on Mitchell. He takes way too long to get this ball back to Richardson. 1st and 10 for the Colts, and they got to start moving and quickly too. Fravel, thank you for your super. Sam Brown, producer Sam, ladies and gentlemen. Bonito, that's Sam's favorite player. A Sooner and a Bronco. 1st and 10 for Richardson, play action. Deep throw, it is caught, gain of 15, Michael Pittman. Sam, thank you for super chatting and watching as always. Let's go. Your Sooners, Mims and Bonito, basically responsible for the last 2 touchdowns, more or less. Hey, just to be clear, I did say I'm feeling a Pat Surtain pick six before that last play. Just got the wrong player, but my heart was in the right spot. Just got to recalibrate the numbers a little bit.
Now it's a Pat Surtain
Oh,
pick
if it's
six.
a Pat Surtain pick six, we're going to crash into the wall. 1st and 10 for Richardson at his own 46. Going deep down the right sideline. Incomplete, looking for Mitchell, who just cost them a touchdown. 2nd round pick out of Texas. 2nd and 10 coming up. There is a flag at the line of scrimmage. Are we going to get holding? By the way, Buccaneers pulling away from the Chargers. They lead by 20. Illegal use, hands in the face to the defense. 5-yard penalty, first down, Indianapolis. I didn't see what infraction he's guilty of, but it's a 5-yard penalty on PS2. Illegal hands to the face. So fresh set of downs for Indianapolis. Is this illegal hands to the face? No, but sure. Like, does he touch his face? Yes. Does that happen every single play? Yes. Do they call it every single play? No. Florian, special teams plays, defensive plays, tight end plays. We find a way. Doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't, but when you get to the playoffs, you're going to need some prettiness from your offense. But we'll take this for now. Taylor, 1st and 10 run, no gain. I agree that right now it's working, and that's perfectly fine. This is a playing with house money type of season based on the way this team has gone so far. Broncos a win away from having their first winning season since 2016. 2nd and 10. Richardson throwing to his left. It's incomplete. Looking for Mitchell. For me, the difference maker in this game right now is in the first half, Denver couldn't run the ball and they couldn't stop the run. You can't be bad at both those things. You can get away with one of those things being bad. In the second half, they still can't run the ball, but they stopped the run. 3rd down. Maybe put Benito at wide receiver for Able Edits. I don't hate the idea. Garrett, welcome back to the chat. 3rd and 9. From midfield, snap to Richardson. Pump fake, throwing. It is caught, and Josh Downs gets about 3 yards. It'll be 4th and 6 just across the 50, and you got to think the Colts are going to go for it here. They're down 11 with 10.5 to go. They're going to keep the offense on the field. Sub for a stop right now. 4 more subs, and this team is going to get a sack on 4th and 6. 4 subs away from a sack. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. A Jonathan Cooper sack if we get 4 more subs. 4th and 6. 5 seconds left in the play clock. Snap to Richardson. Throwing right side. Incomplete! No flags. Chris Abrams-Drain making his first NFL start in coverage. Turnover on downs. Denver football. Let's go. Abrams-Drain, he's going to play in a zone here. So it looks like at first man-to-man since he's stepping, stride for stride with Mitchell, but then he lets Mitchell go past him, hand him off to the safety, and he just crashes down on the receiver, Josh Downs. Denver football, 1st and 10. Got an 11-point lead here, but now you have to do something you're not good at. Run the football. Kill the clock. Move the chains. Oh, we have an injured Colt. Oh, that looked really awkward. I think the Colts defensive end just blew out something before the snap. Quiddy Payne. Before the snap, he just falls to the ground injured. I don't think it's like a fake injury thing. We see that a lot in college. He just came off the bench. It's almost as if he pulled something while getting in a 3-point stance. 1st and 10, and Quiddy Pay will walk off the field. So a cramp. Okay. Now he jogs off. That was weird. Brady with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Brady. Appreciate you watching with us. Make sure you show Brady some love in the chat here. Let's go, Brady. Finish this off with a win. 10 minutes to go. Denver's got the ball with an 11-point lead. put this game away. First and 10. Nix in shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff to Estime, and he's only going to get a yard. At this point, I'd like to see them start using their passing game as their running game. You take the very high probable passes, the high completion rates, and you get 3, 4, 5 yards because you get that more through the air than on the ground. Start taking the simple passes, the ones that you just trust your players to execute 9 times out of 10. Second and 9. Play action for Nix. Dumps it off to Estime. And Estime is going to get about 4 yards. Like, that's what I'm saying. Use your passing game as your running game. Take the short, quick passes that get you 4 or 5 yards and still kill the clock. But you're going to get more yards that way than running the football because you can't run the ball to save your life. 3rd and 4 for Denver coming up. Nix's pass on 3rd and 4 is batted down. Had a man at the first down marker. Well, the Colts defensive line, I think Grover Stewart, got a hand up and knocked it down. Yep. So 4th and 4. You could have ran it there. You definitely would not have gotten the first, and you would have killed about 40 seconds. So pros and cons. But you're not 40 seconds with 8 minutes to go is not going to be a deal breaker, most likely. And an excellent punt by Denver, I think, is going to be down to the 4-yard line. It jumped up in the air right on top of the goal line, and Trayman Smith batted it back into the field of play where it was down. Wait, the ball hits the goal line on the punt. I don't know how the official didn't spot that immediately. Like, the ball's going to touch the goal. Well, ignore this part right here. Watch, right here, though. Oh, I thought the ball hit the goal line as well. First and 10, Colts at their own 20. Elijah Sandoval, first-time super chatter, little 2-clap action, a little 1-2. Thank you, Elijah. Richardson down 11 with 8.5 remaining. First and 10 from his own 20-yard line. Takes the snap. Richardson throwing left side. Has a man, 15-yard gain. 1,200 people tuned in at the moment. If you want to win, click that subscribe button. Sub for dubs here. Malcolm Roach is injured on the play. Looking like a calf injury, something in the leg. DJ Jones left earlier with a hand injury, unsure of his status. First and 10 for the Colts after this injury timeout, though. Yeah, as long as it goes to commercial. First and 10 for the Colts. Looks like they're going to keep it in Denver. No commercial break. Roach with a thumbs up. He's able to walk off under his own power. Maybe cramping, unsure, but he seems okay. DJ Jones is doubtful to return with a finger. I mean, I'm just going to guess here and say he probably broke his finger. So, probably not likely to return today. Throw a stint on that bad boy, and maybe he can play in a week or two. First and 10 from the Indianapolis 35-yard line. Richardson in shotgun. Snap to Richardson. Climbing the pocket, flag thrown, he runs with it, and Richardson slides a yard short of the marker, but a holding call, I think, is about to come in. Holding on the offense. That's the fourth holding call. Bernard Raymond, former day 2 draft pick. Yeah, Lions went for the onside kick, and it's a return for a touchdown. Oh, they score just a play later then. 45-28 Bills. First and 20. Snap to Richardson. Throwing left side. Intercepted! Pat Surtain picks him off! Then he got hit hard afterwards. But he's good. He's good. All right. Pat Surtain pick. Let's go. Holding on the offense. That penalty is declined. Denver football. Second turnover of the day for Richardson. Fifth for the team. And that's INT number 4 for PS2. Pat Surtain definitely got his bell rung a little bit. He makes the pick. He gets up. He starts his return. And he's not running full speed. And a Colts player is and just levels him. PS2 with pick number 4 of the year, 11th of his career. And then Surtain gets up and he starts to run, and that's when he gets hit. First and 10 from the Colts 35. Nix in shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff goes to Estime, and there is nowhere to run. No gain on the play. Why? I don't understand how this offensive line is good, because it is good. Is it not good? But they can't run to save their life. Second and 10. The Broncos are a win away from jumping up in the wild card race. And if they were to win and beat the Chargers on Thursday Night Football, they would give themselves some major breathing room from falling down to the 7th seed and be on a course to play as the 6th seed. Mims on a quick pass to the flat, gets out of a tackle, pushed out of bounds, and gain of 4 or 5. Clock will run after the ball gets set. Second longest postseason drought in NFL amongst all active teams. 8 years. But a win today, it will not clinch it, but even if they were to, I'm not even going on that well. They have a 90% chance of making the playoffs if they win today. Third and 4. Snap to Nix. Bo throwing deep down the right side. Incomplete. Wanted the whole thing with Troy Franklin. Broken up at the last moment. 4th and 4.
I like that call.
You're up 11 right now. If you're the Colts here, a field goal is not the end of the world. It's still a 2-score game. It's just a nice play by the DB at the last moment. Look, he gets his hands up. He sees the DB's, the wide receiver's eyes widen. He's waiting for the ball. He can't. I mean, it's very difficult. Easy for me to say this. But the longer you can pretend like the ball's not about to hit your hands, the better. 47-yarder for Will Lutz is up, and it is good. So Denver's lead is a 14-point one. 27-13, good guys, with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. There is a flag on the play. It's been a busy day for Carl Sheffers, whatever his name is, and this officiating crew. It's going to go against the Colts, and they're going to decline it. Oh, I'm sorry. It was 4th and 4. First down, Denver. I thought it was 4th and 7. So first down for the Broncos after a Colts player lined up off sides. And Indianapolis, I don't see the penalty. They must have the wrong guy. Not going to lie, if I'm a Colts fan, I'm probably livid right now. I mean, I didn't see it there, but maybe I just didn't get a good look at it. Jeremy Chugs with a $5 super. Everyone show Jeremy some love. 1st and 10 from the Indy 24. It's a run for Estime, who, by the way, the moment he gets the ball, he's like in Madden, where you hold down R2, is it? R1 to protect the football. He's just running like this. Petey, I know you control the Broncos organization. Can you please have them lock them down so the Texans can clinch? That is very true, Jeremy. I am the ultimate Geppetto for the entire Denver Broncos organization. So, yeah, I'm just going to push all the right buttons. I'll call B-dubs, and we will not send this game to overtime. We'll just put this one away with a touchdown on this drive right here. Jeremy, congrats to your Texans. They have another AFC South division title coming their way and a second straight home playoff game. But the bad news, Jeremy, is the Texans are frauds, which I think you know. But there's a lot of frauds this year. Chiefs are frauds. Steelers are frauds. Texans are frauds. So if a fraud plays a fraud, someone's got to win. That's what you need to hope for, is a fraud bowl. And then just be less fraudy. 2nd and 8, just outside the Prize Picks red zone. Handoff, Williams, gain of maybe 2 on the run. 1,300 people hanging out with us right now. If you're ready for another Broncos win, 4 in a row, click that subscribe button as Indianapolis burns a timeout to try and preserve clock. Chargers are going to lose, so Denver will improve to 9-5. Chargers will fall to 8-6. That'll leapfrog them, put the Broncos in the 6th seed, and have them on a path to play the Steelers currently. Third and 6. Nix, just outside the red zone, takes the snap. Bo throwing right side, wide open, touchdown! Cortland Sutton is in! There's the exclamation point for Jeremy Chugs. And Bo Nix settles back in after a rocky 3 quarters, and he throws an absolute strike to Sutton, wide open for a touchdown. Oh, Sutton beats him on the double move. DB totally buys it. Feels like it's going to be a little bit of a stick route, something short, and then a little hesitation, double move, turn up field, wide open touchdown. And this game has been blown wide open, baby. 30-13. All Denver in the 4th quarter. Bobby Leglocks is here as Will Lutz puts the extra point through. And the Broncos fan base and roster and everyone in this organization can feel it. 6 minutes away from nearly clinching a playoff spot. Not quite, but 90% chance and ending an 8-year postseason drought. Bobby Leglocks and Rick Callister. I'm late, but I'm here. Go Broncos. Bobby, thank you so much for tuning in. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Same goes for you, Rick. It's great to see the usual suspects in the chat. We've had a lot of fun today. It's got even better with you guys here now. 21 points in the 4th quarter for Denver. 24 altogether in the second half. I mean, that's your story. 24 zip in the second half for Denver. It's been a 31-3 run. 31-3 run. Touchback here with just under 6 to go. Quick reminder, $5 super chat, and we'll add you to a raffle for this Broncos hat. Little Christmas hat. $10 super chat, you can add it to the hat raffle and to the jersey raffle. So Rick Callister and Bobby Leglocks, we just added you to those raffles. $20 super chat you'll get added, and then we're going to spin a wheel, and if you land on nice, you get 5 extra raffle entries. If you land on naughty, you get none. Throw for Richardson is completed to Pittman, gain of 10. When I say you get none additional entries. You get your baseline still, though. So you could come away with 6 entries altogether. Hit that sub button. Keep the good times rolling right now. The Steelers are trailing the Eagles 27-13. I'd envision the Broncos, given the choice, would rather play Pittsburgh, which means they need the Steelers to win the AFC North. But let's just focus on ourselves right now as Richardson throws this way over the head of Josh Downs. Incomplete, 2nd and 10 coming up. Hit that sub button, trying to get ourselves to 29,400 subscribers. The Lions are not going away. They're down by 10, 45-35, in an absolute shootout with 8 minutes to go. I just saw Josh Reynolds for the Jags on red zone. 2nd and 10. Snap to Richardson at his own 40. Good pocket. Strike over the middle. It's caught. Gain of about 20 yards. And a nice gain for the Colts, trailing by a lot. Bobby Leglocks with a $20 super. Let's spin the wheel for Bobby. Mike, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope all is well down in New Zealand. Enjoying your summer. 1st and 10. Richardson at the Denver 36. Fake, pump fake, dumps it down, and a gain of about 4 for Trey Sermon. We got to spin the wheel for Bobby Leglocks, $20 super chat. Another super chat from Rick. Rick, if you send in a 20, you'll spin the wheel as well like Bobby, and you could get 5 more entries. Snap to Richardson. He's sacked! Down he goes! Let's go! That's DeAndre Tillman, isn't it? Sure is. He had 4 sacks against the Buccaneers back in week 3. Comes up with a sack on that play. 3rd down. Sandra Tucker's in the chat. We'll do the raffles after the game, and then we'll do prize picks with a 2-minute warning. 3rd and 10. Jonathan Taylor is on the bench. I think it's a benching. I mean, that fumble completely turned the game around. Snap to Richardson. Pass is caught. Pittman on 3rd and 10 gets 9 yards. If you guys missed it, it was 13-10. No, sorry, 13-7. And Jonathan Taylor scored a 41-yard touchdown, but dropped the ball as he crossed the goal line, and it was a touchback. And that completely turned the game around. It should have been 20-7 in the second half. Instead, look what happened afterwards. Oh, we get some acting from Michael Pittman. 4th and 1, the Colts go for it. They get it on the ground. Under 3 minutes to play. They're out of reach here. And by the way, the Colts are essentially eliminated from the playoffs. With a loss today, it goes down to less than 10%. Sandra and Rick and Bobby, thank you guys for your super chats. Not going to lie, I still think it's kind of a touchdown. No, I don't think he dropped it before he crossed the gate. I think he broke the goal, like the plane. Yeah. Richardson going deep on 1st and 10. Like, all he has to do is break the plane. And I think he kind of broke it. I need to see the pylon cam. That's going to give you the best answer. Bright Wolf, we're going to do the duck race after the game is over. We got to spin the wheel really quickly, though, for Bobby. $20 super chat. Click that subscribe button, like the video if you're enjoying this Denver win. For Bobby Leglocks, naughty or nice? Richardson checks it down. Trey Sermon gets out of bounds with 2:06. So 5 extra entries for Bobby Leglocks. If you send in a $20 super chat, we'll spin this wheel. And if you're nice, you get 5 extra entries for the raffle. Pat Surtain is injured on the play. I don't like this. Kind of a leg injury, an ankle injury. He's holding a shin. Take him out of the game, guys. It's 31-13. All right, PS2 is going to gingerly walk off the field. The concern is that Denver plays on a short week. They play at LA against the Chargers on Thursday. So you don't have all the extra time to let those bumps and bruises heal throughout the course of a week. And now he needs to hobble off. He's not putting much weight on his right ankle. Deuce from NO. Buck him. 3rd and 6. So Pat Surtain is slowly walking off the field with the help of trainers. And again, they play on Thursday night this upcoming week against the Chargers on the road. So with Riley Moss out as it is, you just can't afford to go down your top 2 corners. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Colts. .206. Snap to Richardson. He'll throw to the right side. End zone incomplete. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. We're going to do the race after the game, so make sure you stick around for that. But 31-13, Denver in full control of this game. Quick shout out, though, during this commercial break to our friends over at Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 200 times your cash during Pickmas. Prize Picks now offers Venmo for quick and easy deposits and withdrawals into your account this season. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. All of that information is in the comments and description of today's video. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. I put all that information, like I said, in the comments and description. Prize Picks. Run your game. What am I coming back to after this Prize Picks read? It's Charles with another $100 super chat. Let's go, Charles. Unreal performance. Charles, ladies and gentlemen, you know the drill. Spam Charles in the chat. Charles Pommels Jr. What a performance by Charles today. An MVP caliber run by our man Charles. I was saving this for the end of the game. Just call me CPJ. Marsh calls me that. Let's go Broncos. Charles, are you a Knicks fan as well? What's the Marsh connection? But either way, CPJ, 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 CPJ. Let's go. Whew. What a day. What a win for the Broncos. 90% chance to clinch a playoff spot with this win. And they'll jump into the 6th seed with 3 games to go and avoid playing in Buffalo or Kansas City, which is a big sigh of relief. Hit that sub button if you want to keep the wins and the good times rolling. Join the channel. Sub for dubs right now. Richardson comes out of the 2-minute warning with the 4th and 6 play here. Give us an incomplete pass so we can get in victory formation and let the celebrations begin. Pre-snap whistle. Timeout Denver. $18-point lead for the Broncos, a 3-score game. This one is definitely out of reach. CPJ. Salute to you, man. 1,100 people tuned in. Can we, Patrick Tan, go into the locker room?
We forgot about the eggnog shot.
We go an eggnog shot? All right, I'll do it right now. Fourth and 6 coming up.
Because we had Bobby with the 20.
Yeah.
And then Charles. CPJ.
Fourth and 6. Richardson pass is incomplete. Out of bounds. Turnover on downs. And that's the game, folks. It is victory formation for your Broncos. They are a minute 57 away from nearly clinching a playoff spot. Cheers. Cannonball coming, cannonball. It was the interception when I said he got the wind knocked out of him. It looked like it was a little bit more than just the wind. 1st and 10. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Let's get in the duck race mode. Oh, we definitely we owe one more naughty or nice for Charles $100 super chat. CPJ, I'm sorry, CPJ. Last call, $5 super chat will add you to a raffle for this Broncos Christmas hat. $10 super chat will add you to this raffle along with a Broncos jersey. $20 super chat, you get added to both. And then on top of that, we'll spin the naughty or nice wheel. And if it lands on nice, you get 5 extra entries. So kind of a last call for all 3 of those things right there. As Denver, oh, thank God Indianapolis is letting, the Colts are not going to call a timeout. They'll let the Broncos kneel it out. So one last call for that as the Broncos are in victory formation. So let's just, the hat for sure. Hat for sure. So some overarching thoughts on this game. First half, Denver had a major vulnerability, and it was the run game. They couldn't run it, and they couldn't stop the run. Lucky for them. I would say lucky for them. Kudos to them. Credit to them. They stopped one of those 2 bad trends. They were able to slow down the Colts' run. Then the game just got turned on its head. A Nick Bonito pick 6 on a trick play from the Colts. Takeaway galore. The Colts started to get desperate. They started to get a little bit outside of their comfort zone, and the Broncos defense was there to take full advantage of it. Denver with the win improves to 9-5. They have secured their first winning season since 2016. They are 1 win away from essentially clinching a playoff spot. But even at 9-5, they have a 90% chance of making the postseason. They have also jumped up a playoff spot in the playoff picture from the 7 seed to the 6 seed. Final score, 18-point win, 31-13. Colts could not score a single point in the second half. This Broncos defense turned it up. The Broncos defense scored more for the Colts offense than the Colts offense did. A Nick Bonito pick 6 really put this one away. So we have some duck races coming up for the Broncos Christmas hat and our jersey raffle as well. So this is for the Christmas hat, right? This is for the Christmas hat first. Oh, we still owe the Charles raffle, the wheel spin. Naughty or nice for his $100 super. Really quickly. Really quickly. All right, spin that wheel for Charles' $100 super. And Charles is nice. Oh my gosh, I could not tell. I add 5 more for Charles for the hat. The Bright Wolf, why would your name be there? Which one did the Bright Wolf get added? It's a 13-point lead, by the way, for the Bills over the Lions. I don't remember the Bright Wolf. Oh, he did. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, no, okay. I know. At Bright Wolf, he shared the video on Twitter. We actually had a couple people share it on Twitter. Corey Davis. Here, we'll add those to the jersey. And then we'll add a few more to the hat because I had a few people share it on Twitter. So I'm going to add them all. This is for the hat. Add 5 more for Charles, CPJ. And then everyone that shared our stream on Twitter will add to the jersey. But you have. I know, but I'm saying there's more people that shared it on Twitter that will add for the. I know, and that's why I said we'll add him to the jersey. He's going to the jersey. Yeah. We're doing the hat first, Bright Wolf. Okay.
I was gonna do a holiday theme, but I'm doing horses because
For the Broncos.
First
First and 10 for the Lions as Jared Goff spins out of a sack. Incomplete. Okay. So 2 races coming up here. This one is for the holiday hat. All right, send them. Whoa. This is only for the holiday hat. CPJ has an early commanding lead. He also has a lot of horses in this race. CPJ with plenty of horses. The Lions are down 13. They have all 3 timeouts. I would have used one right there. Oh, they clock it. Okay. 30 seconds remaining. Atlantis Gaming will add you. Everyone that shared on Twitter, we're going to add for the jersey. Who's going to win the hat? John E.
This is, oh my goodness.
5 seconds. Who's it going to be?
Crewy.
Crewy.
Wait, Johnny. Crewy. CPJ.
Who the fuck won?
It's not pop.
I think CPJ. I have no idea.
CPJ.
CPJ. That was insane.
Holy cow.
CPJ finishes first. That's a photo finish down to the wire.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Let me add a couple more names here. I'll add them right now in here for the jersey one.
Yeah, put them in.
I'll just have it myself. You want to give some shout outs in the meantime? Okay. All right.
CPJ. That was so close. Oh my God. So the Bills win?
Not quite just yet.
Not quite.
What did we say for sharing on Twitter?
The Bills take a W.
Was it 10 entries for sharing on Twitter? I think
yes,
so.
10 entries for sharing on Twitter.
Okay. I got Corey Davis. You already have
I have Bright Wolf.
in there. And then B. Egan.
Whatever we did earlier today, like during the game when we did it, I added them.
Okay, cool.
So, but I only added them to the jersey one.
And then
We got JB in the chat, Paul, Perla, CPJ. He's saying that was too close. Easton.
okay, I sent you a Slack. I sent TV a Slack. All right, so one more race, and then we're gonna do a full post-game show. Jeff, subscriber for the past 3 years. Thank you so much, Jeff. Love to see longtime subscribers hop in the chat. 4th and 10 for the Lions. They trail 48-35. Timeout called by Buffalo. Lee Allen. I think I might have to add Lee Allen because I did get... No, it was Corey Davis that did the sharing on Twitter. Lee Allen, did you tag me at Matthew Petey? Otherwise, I didn't see it. I only have Bright Wolf, Atlantis Gaming, and Began, Brett Egan, for sharing on Twitter. Okay. We'll get a PS2 update. Probably not a very big one, though, or like a very detailed one after the game when Payton speaks to the media. But hopefully it's nothing too serious, and maybe he misses this week. But winning this game gave you a huge amount of slack for Thursday night now. Oh. Wow, what a creative play by the Lions on 4th and 10. They do a little hook and ladder. All right, let's do the jersey. So this is everyone for the jersey? Yep. Okay. Here we go. 1 second. He said Tim. All right, add Tim Cross. He shared it on Twitter as well. And Jared Goff. Got to call a timeout here. Add Tim Cross 9 more times. Jeff, how do you enter? You send in a $10 super chat this instant. Okay, here we go. I'm going to give this guy 5 seconds. Jeff, here we go. Send the horsies in. He said thanks. I'm going to give Jeff 5 more seconds. Lee, oh my gosh. Lee, I didn't get a tag from you. Okay, now I'm seeing it, but you didn't tag me the first time. All right, add Lee Allen. I don't want to sound like ungrateful. It's just like, it's a system I created that creates a lot of mayhem. I got you now, Lee Allen. All right, injury updates wise. We're not going to get any updates for a little bit. Not until Payton gets to the podium. So, pause on the injury questionnaire. So, let's get the horses into the stalls. Are we ready? Send them. 3, 2, 1. Send them. Here we go. For the Broncos jersey. Halfway through, 16 seconds left in this Colts game. I'm sorry, Colts game. In this Lions game. Touchdown Lions with 12 seconds left. Into the onside kick, and then we'll Good thing they saved so much time for themselves with 2 timeouts left. $10 remaining. Who's it going to be? Ryan Berry's trying to hold on. Can Ryan Berry make it? 5 more seconds. 3, Ryan Berry. 2. Look at B. Egan. B. Egan. B. Egan. Shared it on Twitter. B. Egan. Brett Egan, 59. My email's at the bottom. Reed will put my email at the bottom of the screen. I need CPJ. He won this one. Yeah. CPJ and Brett Egan to both email me so I can get you guys the hat and the jersey. CPJ gets the hat. Brett Egan gets the jersey. Post-game show coming up next here. As for injury news, we have any updates yet? No. As soon as I get one, I will let you know. No updates yet. A great win, a great second half, but some injuries that they've sustained along the way. DJ Jones, finger injury. Malcolm Roach, I'm not concerned about. And then Pat Surtain, I am concerned about, especially being down Riley Moss as it is. Riley Moss missed 2 weeks ago against the Browns, then the bye, then this week. If he misses one more week, that's 4 weeks right there, 3 games. Should have just put him on injured reserve and opened up an extra roster spot. Well, hindsight 2020. Oh, let's watch the onside kick attempt. Oh, I think the Lions might have recovered it. Did the Lions get this onside kick recovery? I can't tell. We're watching the onside kick recovery by Detroit. They're down 6 against the Bills. There's 12 seconds left. Might be Lions football. No official has pointed one way. Bills pointing their way. Lions pointing their way. Bills now indicating they have it. Bills football. Wow. I think the Lions are trying to just fight for it. Okay. What happened on this onside kick? All right, sorry. I got distracted myself. I was watching this onside kick, dead air, can't have it. So, Bills, they're going to beat the Lions. They'll improve to 11-3. Detroit falls to 12-2. But right now, with that win, the Broncos are in the 6th seed. However, if they lose to the Chargers, they'll fall back to the 7th seed. So, let's not get too greedy here. But at the moment, it's a Denver-Pittsburgh collision course for the postseason. We're going to break down this win, though. Kind of go through everything that came to my mind while watching this win, the stats, the highlights, all that good stuff. So, Mr. Reed, as soon as you are ready, let me know, and I'm ready to jump into a full breakdown of this Broncos Week 15 win over the Indianapolis Colts. All right, boys and girls, let's get into it. Broncos beat the Colts 31-13, and with that, they have secured their first winning season since 2016. They have a 90% chance to make the playoffs, which we'll look at the updated playoff picture in just a second. But what a win for Denver. All second half, all Broncos. Denver, 24 unanswered points in the second half after trailing 10-0 out of the gates, and they respond with one thing they have known all year long, defense. Nick Bonito, incredible pick six. Pat Surtain, interception. We'll talk about the injury stuff in a little bit, but first, I just want to run through this game while it's fresh in my mind and everything we saw from it. In the first half, to me, the story of the game was Denver's inability to run the football, which is still a problem for this team, and how the Colts were running all over the Broncos. What changed in the second half? They still couldn't run it, but they slowed down the Colts' run game. That parlayed with a Jonathan Taylor gift of a touchback, which completely turned this game around. If Taylor just runs into the end zone, which, by the way, still not really convinced it was a touchback, but whatever, we'll take it. It's 20-7 in the third quarter, and Indianapolis might be looking at a wild card spot. Instead, their season is likely done. Now, Bo Nix did not have his best stuff today. 130 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He started off with 3 straight interceptions, or one touchdown and got up to 3 picks at one point. Whatever the order was, it was not a good day from Nix. He made some nice plays towards the end of the game, and that was great, especially when we were looking to put this one away and put the nail in the coffin. But overall, it was probably the worst game from Bo Nix. Maybe the Steelers game or the Seahawks game was slightly worse, but all in all, Nix did not have his best stuff, and this team still found a way to win. And right now, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm not going to start being needy and going, yeah, but they didn't win good enough. Come on, guys. This was a team that had not made the playoffs for 8 straight years. They just secured their first winning season since the start of the first Trump administration. And now they are 90% chance to make the playoffs. Yeah, I don't care how they got it done. I don't care how much offense, defense, or special teams contributed. If it wasn't an even split, a win's a win. And kudos and credit and everything to this Broncos team for rallying around themselves after falling into a trap and falling into a hole early on in this game. Let's look at the playoff picture really quickly because I know that's what everyone wants to see. Where things stand currently for the Broncos after improving to 9-5. They currently hold the number 6 seed. We'll look at the AFC playoff picture here. So they currently hold the number 6 seed in the AFC, 1 game ahead of the Chargers, which means that Thursday night matchup in 4 days is going to be ginormous. If Denver wins, they officially nix the tiebreaker with the Chargers. The Chargers would not have head-to-head. They would also be 2 games up with 2 games remaining. And I don't know off the top of my head, but I don't know even if the Broncos lost the last 2 games and the Chargers won out to even up at 9 or no, I guess if they lost one more, then I ignore what I just said the last 20 seconds. No, if the Broncos win, they'd be 2 games over the Chargers. They'd be 10-5. And even if they lost the last 2 games and fell to 10-7, and the Chargers won the last 2 games to finish 10-7, I'm not sure if the Chargers would jump ahead of the Broncos in the wild card standings. I got to figure that one out. But now I'm starting to get a little bit greedy here and think, man, forget 6 seed, 3 seed matchup. How about surpassing the Ravens, more maybe the Steelers, and jumping all the way to the 5 seed and getting to play the fraudulent Houston Texans? This is a Broncos team that found a way to win when for so many years they didn't have that ability. Did they play their best football today? Honestly, not really. And if their B game is 31-13, I'll take that. Wait till you see their A game. It's the NFL. You only get 17 opportunities to showcase your best stuff. You're not always going to be on your A game. But if your B game gets you a 31-13 win, imagine when this team starts really clicking like they were before the bye and get back into the rhythm. For the Broncos, they got to figure out the ground game because that is the biggest weakness for this team, and it's been something I have been preaching on for weeks, that I am terrified of a postseason game where Denver has a lead and they can't run the football to kill the clock, and they give the ball back to Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes or any other quarterback like Lamar Jackson, and they drive down the field and get in field goal range or put up a game-winning touchdown. So the run game has to get better if we're going to be critical. But overall, this defense is fantastic. Nick Bonito should be in consideration for Defensive Player of the Year. No doubt in my mind about it. He's got 10-plus sacks and multiple takeaways, including 2 touchdowns. He's playing some of the best football on that side of the ball. Special teams, Marvin Mims continues to set up this offense in great field position. The offense didn't have it today, and that's fine because this defense and special teams picked up the slack for them. This is a team that's well-rounded. Even if one side of the football is not bringing it, the other two sides are. And that's what makes Denver, in my opinion, a legitimate and serious contender to make some noise in the postseason. Other teams are going to be so reliant on one side of the ball, their biggest strength. For Denver, they've shown that they can put up points in the offensive side, no problem. And they know their defense can play with the best of them. So even when the offense isn't there, the defense is still going to keep this offense in it. Before we get on to the rest of my rant and just reaction to this win for the Broncos, I do want to give a big special shout out to our sponsor today, Game Time. Game Time has so many awesome features like Game Time Picks, which filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. One thing I love about Game Time is they offer the Game Time guarantee. If you find tickets in the same section and row for less, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHAT Sports for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. So the Colts offense was going into an absolute buzzsaw. That is the Broncos defense. A couple of the injuries that you guys all want updates on. I'm looking for one on from Sean Payton on Pat Surtain. Don't have one at the moment, but yeah, I'm just scrolling right now through Twitter. I didn't think we'd get that concrete of an update so quickly after the game, but Denver plays on a short week. They go to LA to play the Chargers on Thursday Night Football. If you missed it completely, after the interception for PS2, his fourth of the season, he got up, ready to return it, and he was quickly just clotheslined by an offense player. And kind of banged up his ankle on the play, and then later on in the game, he left with an ankle injury. He went to the locker room. It was a blowout. We didn't need to see him anymore, but definitely some concern because it's Pat Surtain. And on top of that, you're already shorthanded with Riley Moss dealing with a knee injury still. He missed his third straight game with that knee, or third straight week with that knee injury. So some concern level in the cornerback room. Also, DJ Jones left with a finger. Kind of looked like he might have broken the finger just based on the reaction on TV. I can't say for certain, but those positions, not catching the football, so hopefully put a splint on it, and he could be ready to roll maybe in a week for the Bengals game on Saturday with some extra rest if he were to miss Week 16 against the Chargers. But overall, those are the big injury updates and news I have at the moment. Offense wasn't good. Defense played outstanding in the second half after a slow start in the first half when the Colts just jumped all over the Broncos 10-0. And in that moment, I was like, here it comes, right? Broncos still can't quite seem to get over the hump. And I don't want to say another playoff drought is on its way, but it doesn't look like it's going to be any better if they can't take care of the Colts at home before going to play the Chargers, the Bengals, and the Chiefs to close out the year. And this locker room responded in the second half. It was all Denver in half number 2. And thank you, Jonathan Taylor, for securing the Broncos playoff spot more or less. This win puts Denver at a 90% chance to make the postseason. Even if they were to lose out, God forbid, at 9-8, they're still very much in the playoff mix right there. But they also have the head-to-head tiebreaker over the Colts, so you don't have to worry about Indianapolis catching up because even if the Colts finish 9-8, tiebreaker to Denver. So it would really come down to whether or not Miami or Cincinnati could win out as well and then make things a little bit interesting. But one last look at the playoff picture. Win for the Broncos on Thursday night. They improved to 10-5, and for 3 days they would be the 5 seed, awaiting to see what happens to the Ravens, who have a really tough schedule coming up, including 3 games in 11 days as they play on Saturday, Christmas Day, and then again, I think the next Sunday or Monday or something like that. It's a crazy schedule for the teams that play on Christmas. But 31-13, awesome second half, great home win for a crowd that's been waiting for this type of magnitude of a game where so much is on the line for them to make the playoffs. 90% chance with the win, 50% chance with the loss, 13-7 at halftime, and it was all Denver in the second half. So if you want more wins like this, keep the good times rolling. Click that subscribe button down below. Sub for dubs. All right. That's going to do it for us on our show today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and for watching with us for the last 4 hours and change. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. Your Broncos are 9-5.